And then you got veteran presence in the back end with Slay, Quinyon, Cooper. They're doing their thing, but everybody's just flying around. They're playing with a lot of confidence. Zach Bond having a hell of a year, but you could just tell like they love playing football with each other, and they're all on the same page.
How did your relationship, and I've got to preface this. Last week I talked to Bobby Wagner. You came by, interrupted our interview, and he had to start over again. Where did this relationship with Bobby Wagner take off from? Because clearly it's become a pretty big part of who you are right now.
Yeah, I think since day one. We always had something in common. We both from the Inland Empire. So we had that in common. And then from there, it's kind of like, I like to be challenged. He likes to be challenged too. I always find ways to grow and stuff like that. But, he's old now. So, I think he likes to hang around me so he can feel young.
Old. You're going with old.
Not he's
older.
For sure.
You grew up the son of, and I guess became a Niners fan, or had to become a Niners fan for a while. And your dad was focusing on Joe Montana, which is a good place to start for anybody who's going to be playing quarterback. In watching him over the years, studying him, there's a couple of similarities that I'm seeing here. What did you try to pattern after what he did?
I mean, I guess they call him Joe Cool for a reason. In big moments, you never see him waver any type of way. He was never too high, too low. He's always even keel. So I kind of just I think my dad tried to pattern that early on, and I guess it kind of stuck with me a little bit.
This is uncharted territory. There's never been a rookie quarterback who's played in the Super Bowl. I know that when you get into a situation like this, you don't want to be thinking of those things. You got to be concentrating on what it is that you're doing here in this game. Is there ever any time where you've appreciated what this ride has been for you this year?
And not yet. I think my family appreciated it a lot more than me. And rightfully so. They have more time to really just take in what's going on. But for me, man, I haven't really been able to even sit back and reflect. Obviously I'm very grateful for everything and all the moments that I've been through. And you kind of just sit on those moments a little bit for a couple hours, but now you're on to the next.
And Bobby Wagner's old.
And Bobby Wagner is very old.
Jaden, thanks so much for the time.
Really appreciate you, Scott.
Special time for a special and very poised young man. If you're still playing games, fantasy or otherwise this postseason, Michael Fabiano stops by next to tell you how to break down the Commanders-Eagles matchup. This is Westwood One's coverage of Conference Championship Sunday.
Hey, AI, how many touchdowns did the Eagles score in the 2023 season?
The Eagles scored 49 touchdowns in the 2023 season.
Hey, AI, I had a fall recently. I need to recover. Please help me walk again.
I'm sorry, but that is beyond my capabilities.
Hey, AI, my parents are getting older and I can't care for them by myself. Can you help me care for them?
I'm sorry, that is beyond my capabilities. AI will never replace care, but here's what I found for the best care near you.
Autumn Lake Healthcare Centers, trusted leaders in skilled nursing rehabilitation and senior care, and proud partners of the Philadelphia Eagles.
Something good to know from First Bank of Sea Isle City. We have all of today's innovative banking products just like the big banks, but we offer something they can't. A personal community focus. Let's get you started with Bill Pay. You save time when you pay your bills online. It's fast, easy, and convenient. First Bank of Sea Isle City. A community bank that delivers more for you every day. Personal service, today's technology, from the people who truly care. Learn more at firstbankseaisle.com.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Winter is here. Are you prepared? Don't get left in the dark. Kelvy Electric, a certified Generac dealer, has you covered. From installation to maintenance, they're your go-to experts for Generac generators, ensuring your home stays powered through any storm. A Generac home standby generator will automatically restore power to your home during an outage, so your life goes on uninterrupted. Put your trust in Kelvy Electric.
Philadelphia Eagles. Their first game against one another happened over 90 years ago. This is the first time they've ever met with a conference title on the line. I am Bram Whiteside, joined by one of the greatest linebackers in NFL history, London Fletcher. Former tight end Logan Paulson is on the sideline, and this is the 50-yard line show presented by Wiz. Wiz secures everything you build and run in the cloud. It's the third meeting between the two this year. They split the first two, and Washington is the only team, London, to beat the Eagles since October. Let's start on defense first. Saquon Barkley is having one of the greatest seasons by any running back ever. How do they slow him down?
Yeah, slow him down is the key word, because you're not going to fully shut down a back like Saquon Barkley. I think to slow him down, you have to be disciplined in your run gaps. Also, you got to lose a little bit of patience. And most of the time you think, hey, patience in a football game, especially on the defensive side of the ball, patience in making sure you're disciplined in your gap, because Saquon has this unique ability to make you think he's going to go out of one gap, get you to vacate, coming back out there, get into the gap you vacated, and break it off a 30, 40, 50-yard run.
Logan, the Washington offense lost one of its best offensive linemen, Sam Cosmi. The Eagles' front is one of the most disruptive in the league. Can Washington run the ball and protect Jaden Daniels today?
Yeah, I think so, and I think you kind of keep an eye on how they get to the run game. I don't think it's going to be your conventional downhill, mid-zone gap scheme stuff. I think they're going to have a lot of RPO, pre-snap RPO, where we're looking at the numbers. Can we get the ball out to the screen? If they're aggressive rallying to that, maybe we can get kind of a pump, something over the top kind of thing. I think that's going to be the way that they're going to quote-unquote run the football. I think in the two games that you've watched this season, when you go back and watch the film, Washington versus the Philadelphia Eagles, it's not pretty. They're very good up front. They're very physical. They're very fast. I don't think you need to bag your head against the wall with ineffective plays. So finding creative ways to take advantage of the Eagles' aggressiveness, mitigate Jalen Carter's effectiveness, and then you give yourself a shot to matriculate the football down the field.
Yeah, this won't be pretty. This is going to be, as Dan Quick puts it, a heavyweight fight. And earlier, Logan caught up with the head coach.
Coach, it's been anybody, anywhere, anytime this entire season. What does it mean in this game, which seems a little bit bigger, a little bit more significant than any game you've played this year?
At the very front of it, it's just a mindset.
Yeah.
To say at the beginning, it's, whether it's Sunday afternoons at 3 o'clock or Monday nights or East Coast, West Coast, at home, on the road, just making sure, every time we go, we bring it all. And so we weren't going to differentiate between this opponent or that opponent. Just every time we get down, we're here to get down. And so, we had to make that at the top of the list before we got anything. And so what it does is doesn't make us have to elevate now that we're here. We've got to play like we play, and that's tough and physical and running, but it doesn't have to be extra. Nobody's got to put the cape on. We got to do what we do really well.
I just got chills hearing you talk about that. That's awesome, man. So the other thing about this team that seems really special from the outsider's perspective looking at it, it seems like this group is really connected. I feel like that's extremely important in a game like today.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. You know this, man. Any team that makes a championship run, the team chemistry is so important because they're willing to go a little farther, a little longer, make a little more sacrifice even in the preparation part of things to make sure that they'll hold up their end of it. And this is an incredibly close team with some fantastic competitors, some of the very best I've ever coached. So I know tonight we are here absolutely and going to lean in on that connection.
Awesome, Coach. Good luck today.
All right, thanks, guys.
Let's get to the starting lineup presented by your local Washington area Honda dealers. Eagles center Cam Perkins is active today. Back injury. We'll see if he starts for Washington. Sam Cosmi, aforementioned, out. Defensive tackle Gerard Payne out as well. Knee and finger injuries. Game time temps and field conditions presented by Greenberg and Veteran. Contact us field better. Cloudy. High up about 40, but there's going to be wind gusts today of up to 17 miles per hour. This has been the 50-yard line show. It's presented by Wiz. Wiz secures everything you build and run in the cloud. The only playoff meeting between these two came in the 1990 season when the Redskins beat the Eagles in the bet 20-6 in the wild card round. It makes this matchup the biggest game in the long history between two arch rivals. Are you ready? We are. Kickoff is coming up. This is the Washington Commanders Radio Network.
Effective enterprise cybersecurity requires a team effort. That's why U.S. government professionals rely on Fortinet Federal's industry-leading technology and engineering expertise for advanced infrastructure and cybersecurity capabilities designed to defend against malicious actors. With a singular focus on solutions for the federal government and their mission partners, Fortinet Federal can help you simplify operations, converge infrastructure, and secure your data. Trusted cybersecurity for government everywhere you need it. See more at FortinetFederal.com. That's FortinetFederal.com.
Brought to you by Ortho Virginia. As Virginia's largest provider of orthopedic medicine and the official orthopedic and sports medicine provider of the Washington Commanders, it's no wonder that they're the pros trust. Ortho Virginia has more than 150 specialists and over 35 locations throughout Virginia, with many offices offering same-day appointments and extended hours. To find a specialist near you or to book an appointment, visit orthovirginia.com. Ortho Virginia, stronger starts here.
It'll only take a minute, they said. But it took a minute to find the aisle with the cheese sauce. A minute to find the shelf with the cheese sauce. And a minute to text pictures of all the cheese sauces. Only to get the reply that, no, None of those are the right cheese sauce. You know what actually takes a minute? Figuring out who's going to DD so no one drives impaired after the game. Take a minute. Make a plan. Never drive impaired. Go to takeaminutenow.com from Diageo, Mad, Uber, and the NFL. Please drink responsibly.
Accelerate your zero trust journey with Wiz for Government, a comprehensive cloud security platform trusted by over 40% of the Fortune 100 companies that empowers the government to secure everything they build and run in the cloud. Wiz is a unified cloud security solution that provides full visibility, effective risk reduction, automated compliance assessment, and AI security capabilities in the cloud. So public sector agencies can innovate in the cloud while staying secure. Learn more at wiz.io/gov. That's wiz.io/gov.
Right now at Wendy's, take $3 off when you spend $15 with the in-app offer every day. That's everything you needed to know, so we have some time to kill. Here's some exotic birds. Here's the sound of a Dave's Double you just ordered. And here's a recreation of you saving $3 on your order.
Oh, sweet. I just saved $3 on my order.
Nice. Let's recap. Spend $15 at Wendy's. Get $3 off with the in-app offer every day, all year long.
Limited time offer. Participating U.S. Wendy's. Redeem the Wendy's app. Account registration required. See offer in Wendy's app for details.
Football season is here, and it's time to get ready. As the official ticket marketplace of the NFL, Ticketmaster's got the best way to take it to the house when it comes to being there live. They're the safest and most convenient marketplace to score 100% verified resale tickets for every Commanders game, even if your plans get broken up or worse, turned over. Ticketmaster gives you more flexibility to sell your seats. So get those touchdown celebrations ready and score your tickets today at Ticketmaster.com/Commanders.
Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification.
WBIG-FM Washington. This is your flagship station for the Washington Commanders. Big 100, DC's classic rock. An iHeart radio station.
This is Washington Commanders football. Anybody?
Terry McLaurin, back-to-back weeks for a score in the fourth.
Anytime.
Go back to Jalen Hurts. The trick play fails. He is sacked by Frankie Louvu.
Anywhere.
Davis keeps looking for room to run. Gets away from one. And another. Dives over the line. Touchdown.
Those aren't just words.
It's a code we live by.
It's a serious mantra representing the brotherhood of the 2024 Washington Commanders.
You have to be a little bit crazy to be here, right? Because the way we do things is not the normal way, and we don't want it to be the normal way. It's a special place, and everybody we've bought into, anybody, anywhere, anytime.
A season that may have begun with little to no expectations on the outside didn't reflect the mindset of the team's leader on the inside.
Did we feel dismissed or put off? Yeah, of course some. I think that happened in the opening game. I felt dismissive. Hey, man, hang in there. It's going to be a long time. I was like, hey, F you. That's not how it's going to go down.
In just a few short months, new ownership, a new general manager, an aggressive new head coach, and, oh yeah, a new rookie quarterback resurrected one of professional sports' most loyal and proud fan bases.
Bengals bring the house. Jade loads one up for McLaurin in the end zone. Did catch it. He did. Touchdown. Touchdown, Washington. Unreal.
He's going to throw forward. He does. To the end zone. Who wants to go to the playoffs?
This afternoon, the glorious colors of burgundy and gold return to what was once a very familiar place.
It is good! The Cardiac Commanders are the Clutch Commanders!
The NFC Championship.
Pressure comes. Fumbles the ball. It's fumbled. Washington gets it. A fumble. Washington takes over. They're in the court. Got through two defenders. 50, 40 by 40. 30 by 30. Foot race at the 20, 15, 10, 5. Stays on his feet. Touchdown.
Buckle up and enjoy the ride.
Pressure up the middle. Golf has time. Oh, picked up. That is picked up by Quan Martin. 20 by 20. 15, 10, 5. Pick 6.
Washington, Philadelphia, no love lost. This is Washington Commanders Game Day. Washington Commanders football is presented by Steamfitters UA Local 602, providing workers an opportunity for a better life. By Pepsi, the official soft drink of the Washington Commanders. By Victory Van Moving and Storage, delivering excellent services for 75 years and a proud partner of the Washington Commanders. By Craft House Reston, great craft beer, craft spirits, and fair. By GEHA. Brought to you by the Marsh McLennan Agency, your partner in risk and people strategies. Discover limitless possibilities at marshmma.com. And by Mercedes-Benz of Arlington, family owned and operated since 1937. Live atop the 50-yard line at Lincoln Financial Field, London Fletcher, Logan Paulson, and the voice of the Commanders, Bram Weinstein.
Welcome back to the Link. Moments away from the Commanders and Eagles for the right to represent the NFC in the London Fletcher Super Bowl 59. We got to get there for you, buddy. We have to. It is time for today's coin toss, brought to you by Attorney Big Al at the law offices of Richard Klein. If you're injured in a car accident, call Attorney Big Al at 1-800-HURT-123 and get the compensation you deserve. That's 1-800-HURT-123. The captains are making their way past the wrapped up flag as they just finished the national anthem here in Philadelphia. They're meeting at the center of the field. Sean Hockley is your referee today. Nick Foles, the Super Bowl hero of 2017, is the honorary captain for Philadelphia as we are set for the NFC Championship.
Gentlemen, welcome and congratulations on the NFC Championship. Washington, you're the visitor. You'll call the toss. That's a tails and a head. Tails, heads. What's your call, sir? Heads. Heads is the call. He's called heads. It is a tails. Philadelphia has won the toss. Philadelphia has won the toss and is elected to defer. You'd like the football. Which way would you like the kick? You're good where you are, man. Washington will receive on this end. Good luck, gentlemen.
They'll be moving left to right. The Commanders are in white jerseys, burgundy pants. Eagles in their familiar green on white. Offensive line, they're going to be makeshift today. So, London, how does Cliff Kingsbury think about sustaining some drives as they'll get the ball first?
Yeah, I think first and foremost, you got to look at getting the ball out of Jaden Daniels' hands quickly. I could probably see us going to a lot of the similar game plan like we had against the Detroit Lions. Try to spread them out, go some no-back, empty formations. That's how you're going to have to attack these guys. And if you decide to run the football, I'm leaving two guys on Jalen Carter. You got to work double teams. You got to stay on the double teams with him because if you don't, he's going to wreck your game.
Special player. Opening kickoff coming. It's brought to you by Vernon, the heating and cooling specialist. Demand the best. Call Vernon today. This is the 181st all-time meeting between Washington and Philadelphia, but it is the first ever with a spot for the Super Bowl on the line. There's a generation of Commanders fans who have waited for a game of this magnitude against anyone, let alone an arch rival. What a day this is.
What a day indeed, man. Can you imagine when this season began, that loss in Tampa Bay, that we'd be calling the NFC Championship Game here in Philadelphia against the hated rivals?
You heard Dan Quinn. He said, F you. I told you we were going to do this. Right, Logan?
Yeah, I mean, this is just an incredible moment for the city, for the team. And I'm with Fletch. I'm not in the Dan Quinn camp. I was so surprised to be here. I'm so grateful.
He has really had the pulse of this team. He's kept their head down. They don't want to hear about house money. They've come to this place to win today.
Absolutely.
Jake Elliott is teeing it up. They're playing the Rocky theme. I don't know who Rocky is in this scenario. We might have Apollo Creed at quarterback for all we know. Jake Elliott has it teed up. And the NFC Championship, for the first time in 33 years, involves the Washington Commanders. The kick is on its way. Luke McCaffrey fields it 3 yards deep. He fumbled it in the end zone, and he's going to have to take a knee. Fortunately, he didn't cross the goal line because it will be a touchback.
Yeah, no, we're fortunate indeed because, Luke maybe have a little bit big game jitters.
The game clock to 15 minutes.
This is his first opportunity as a rookie, catching the open kickoff of the NFC Championship game. Little jitters, which is to be expected.
Get the jitters out. Get those jitters out. All right, the starting right guard is Trent Scott today. So your offensive line, Brandon Coleman, Nick Allegretti, Nick Piatis, Brandon Scott for the injured Sam Cosby and Andrew Wiley. Washington's going to start at the 30. You can hear that Link crowd. They've been ready since this morning. We got the Philly welcome on the buses on the way in. Here we go.
One-finger salute you're talking about?
That's a couple of them. That's a two-finger salute. Jaden's going to go empty here on the first play of the game. Moving left to right. Here's the snap. Eagles bring 4. They don't typically have to bring more, and they get to him early. The pocket collapsed, finished off by Oren Burks. He was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, maybe a gain of 1.
And that was Jalen Carter right off the top where he beats Trent Scott, who's filling in for the injured Sam Cosby. You're going to have to get two guys on him. That time, you didn't slide protection to him, and that's not a good start if you're the Washington Commanders offensive line.
2nd and 9, up-tempo they go. No huddle here, but they've been doing it all year. P-Rob goes in motion. And the backfield's empty again for Daniels to get the snap. Eagles bring 4 again. Good pocket. Throw to Zach Ertz out in the flat. Tackled immediately by Darius Slade. Just a gain of 3. Here comes the big first 3rd down, 3rd and 6.
And that time, you see the adjustment made. You saw Tyler Biadasz slide protection to Jalen Carter. You have 4 hands on him. When I say you need 4 paws on Jalen Carter to keep him from being disruptive.
3rd and 6. We're a minute into the NFC Championship. Washington's on the opening drive. 3rd and 6 at the 34. Scott looks back for a call. He's now set. Austin Eckler in the backfield with Daniels. Here's the snap. Eagles bring 5. Daniels time. Throws into the slot. Is that caught by McLaurin? It is at the 41-yard line on his knees. First down, Commanders.
Nice first down. You want to just get the jitters out. If you Jaden Daniels, hey, that has to feel so good to know, hey, the protection stood intact and you're able to complete a pass to Terry.
Up to the line, ready to go. 1st and 10. Daniels time underneath that was batted down at the line of scrimmage. I believe by Milton Williams. It'll be 2nd and 10. They're trying to get the ball out of his hands fast.
Yeah, trying to get the ball out of his hands quickly, hit the check down, but also you saw them go no huddle. That's something that we do a lot of, and I'm sure it's going to be a major part of this ball game against this Eagles defense, try to catch them before the defense can get set.
What do you think of the tempo early here, Logan?
I think it's smart. I think it kind of regulates what they're doing defensively, doesn't let them sub out. It's a good decision. Hopefully it doesn't going to lead to a fast 3.5, however.
2 tight ends go in motion at the same time. John Bates, Zach Ertz, opposite sides of the line. 2nd and 10. Throw to Bates out in the flat. Tackled by C.J. Gardner-Johnson at the 44. So, 2nd straight time now. We're going to 3rd and 7 here.
Yeah, so far, not a single run play going. I didn't think we looked to run the football too much. I felt like we really could make hay in a passing game against this Eagles. Here's the second opportunity, as you mentioned. 3rd and 7, though. Can the protection hold up against this Eagles defensive front?
2 minutes into the first quarter, opening drive. 3rd and 7 for Washington. They're at their own 44-yard line. The backfield is empty again. 3 wide receivers to the left and 2 to the right for Daniels. 5 across the line for the Eagles. They only bring 4. Here comes Daniels. Pumps, throws to the far sideline. That one's low, but caught by Zacchaeus. Has to get up to get to the sticks. And he does. He takes Zach Bond with him for an extra yard or 2 into Eagles territory. A gain of 8 and a first down.
I love the patience in the progression for Daniels in that play. He had Terry as his number 1 option on that. They did a nice job of taking away Terry. He comes back to Zacchaeus, and the Eagles just lost him in coverage.
1st and 10 at the Eagles' 48-yard line. 2 third-down conversions here on the opening drive. Bates goes in motion. First run of the game. B-Rob up the middle. Got a nice hole. Gets through. Falls ahead to the 43 to gain of 5. They'll take that.
Logan, I know you love that block by John Bates right there.
Little wham right there.
That's right.
I've been calling for that for weeks, man. I love that as the first run of the game. That's awesome.
3 minutes into the first quarter. Washington's on the opening drive. It started at their own 30. They're at the Philly 43, and they've got a 2nd and 5. B-Rob to the left of Daniels. Hands staying warm in the front of his jersey. He'll pull them out soon as De'Ami Brown goes in motion. 2 wide receivers to the right. They're set. Here's the snap. Eagles bring 4. Good pocket again. Throws towards Zach Ertz off his right hand. Incomplete. And so here comes the third down of the drive. It'll be a 3rd and 5.
Yeah, just Jaden just a little bit high on that throw. And he had Zach Ertz just where he thought. I think he thought Ertz was going to continue to work away from the man coverage by Zach Bond. But him and Jaden not on the same page.
Mini huddle there at the line of scrimmage. Jeremy McNichols and Austin Eckler flank Daniels on the 3rd and 5. 2 wide receivers to the right. Terry's outside to the left at the numbers. Here's the snap. Eagles bring 4. Jalen Carter gets pressure. And now Jaden has to scramble to his right. Has time. Lobs one down the sideline towards Austin Eckler. It is tipped away by Cooper DeJean. It's incomplete. And now a first decision here for Dan Quinn. And I do not see Trent Wade walking onto the field. They're going to go for a 4th and 5.
Doesn't surprise me. I actually, even before that ball was snapped, I thought it'd be a situation where they are on the football field, knowing, hey, opportunities to be on the side of the Eagles, you got to take every chance and we've been aggressive in these fourth down situations.
What do you think of this, Logan? Aggressive.
I think it's smart. I agree with Fletch. Like, if you punt, you get a touchback. The net field position gain isn't that much, so why not be aggressive here?
4th and 5 on the opening drive at the Eagles 43. Snap to Daniels. Eagles bring 4. He's got time to throw and a catch. Zach Ertz. They've converted again to the 36.
That's a matchup that they're going to work all day long. You got Zach Bond, who's a really good run defender, but he's not going to be able to cover Zach Ertz play in and play out. I knew right away that was where Jaden was going to go. Based on the formation, the coverage, Zach Ertz is the guy. Zach Ertz will play a major part of this game plan today.
You're wondering if the stage was ever going to get too big? How about that throw here early? 1st and 10. Quick throw, Olamide Zaccheaus gets behind a block of Ertz, spins away from one defender, down to the 31, and a gain of about 5.
And you got to be happy if you're Cliff Kingsbury. With the exception of the first play, the offensive line has kind of provided Jaden with enough time to go to his progressions. He's also done a good job of knowing when to get the football out of his hands, or in a couple of instances, moving in the pocket, buying himself a little bit of time.
Cliff loves to air it out. He gets to do it here at the opening drive. 2nd and 5 at the 31-yard line. Flaring out to the left, Austin Eckler. They'll hand it off. B-Rob, 2 hands on the ball, plows ahead, crosses the 30 to the 28. And yet again, now a 4th, 3rd down on the opening drive is coming up at just outside the 28. It'll be 3rd and a long 3.
3rd and long 3, but this is 4-down territory. So I know Dan Quinn has probably already told Cliff, hey, you have 2 plays to be able to pick up this first down.
5 minutes into the game, opening drive, Washington's got a 3rd and 3, the Eagles' 28-yard line. In motion, Zach Ertz, 3 wide receivers to the left. They throw to Olamide Zaccheaus. It pops off of his hands. He wasn't going anywhere anyway. The rookie Quinyon Mitchell hit him.
As he was an incomplete pass. It's 4th down.
So they're going to test it again. They're 1 for 1 on the drive. They wouldn't have gotten it. They actually would have lost yardage on that play.
Yeah, there's a time, a couple times throughout the course of the game where you say, you know what, I'm glad you dropped that pass. And that's an instance right there where if he catches that, they probably lose him about 2 or 3 yards. He doesn't, so that puts us in this 4th and 2 situation.
4th and a long 2, the 28-yard line. Eckler to the right of Daniels. 2 wide receivers to the left. Eckler goes in motion. Eagles bring 4. Daniels has the time. Now he runs right up the middle to the 25. Gets away from a defender. And he's tripped down, but gets to the 23. Jaden Daniels with his legs converts the 4th down.
This is a great job. They try to run the mesh concept, run a bunch of crossing routes. The Eagles do a nice job of taking away Terry on that shallow cross. Jaden finds a running lane, and he does what he does best, creating and picking up the first down with his legs.
2 for 2 on 4th down conversions on the opening drive. 9:20 to go first quarter, clock running. We're scoreless here. Washington's moving, though. They're at the Eagles' 23, 1st and 10. Eckler and B-Rob in the backfield on opposite sides of Daniels. Here's the snap. Inside handoff, Eckler looking for room to run. Gets away from Milton Williams at the line of scrimmage and is able to manage to get 1.
Yeah, it's not a lot of yards on that, but when you're in a ball game like this, you want to still run the football to give the Eagles, hey, a sense of we're not just going to allow you to pin your ears back. You're going to have to respect us that we at least will attempt to run the football.
2nd down and 9 at the Eagles' 22. 8:40 to go first quarter. Opening drive here at the link. Trent Scott awaits the call. They're set. Eagles bring 5. Free rusher coming. He gets rid of it. Low pass. Picked off the ground by Jamison Crowder. Gets away from... No, they're saying it's incomplete. He spun away from C.J. Gardner-Johnson, but they say...
It's an incomplete pass. It's 3rd down.
There was another low throw. Crowder, I thought, picked it, but he didn't. So here comes 3rd and 9.
Yeah, and the Eagles, they brought a linebacker on a blitz and end up leading a free rush off the edge.
We reset the game clock to 8:30.
Allow Sweat to get a free rush to Jaden. Jaden wasn't able to get everything into that throw. That's what led to the ball coming up being a little bit short to Zaccheaus.
We'll see if they're still in kind of 2-down territory here. They're obviously in field goal range. On a 3rd and 9, the Eagles 22. Eckler goes in motion to the left. Terry's out to the left outside the numbers. Here's the snap. Eagles bring 4. Jaden, plenty of time. Throws towards Eckler. Makes a catch. Gets to the 16-yard line. That is 3 yards short of a first down. And now that it looks like they are sending the field goal unit out there. They are. They will not go for a 3rd, 4th down on this drive.
Yeah, and I'm okay with that. I think maybe if Austin Eckler is able to get maybe 1 more yard and it's 4th and 2, Dan Quinn keeps the the offense out on the field. But to have this type of drive, to be able to move this football like they did and get in the field goal situation, field goal opportunity, you have to be happy. Hopefully, Zane Gonzalez is able to convert this.
To be a 34-yard attempt, ball be marked on the left hash mark to try to score first here. Washington take early lead. They run a lot of time off the clock. Kicks on its way. It is up, and it is good. All Commanders field goals are brought to you by Northwest Federal Credit Union, the official credit union of the Washington Commanders. First score of the game presented by La Chemin du Roi, Champagne and Branson Cognac, the official champagne and cognac of the Washington Commanders. Washington runs off 7:03 off the clock on the opening drive, and they get a 34-yard field goal to strike first in Philly. 3-0. You're listening to Washington Commanders.
The Washington Commanders on Big 100.
100.3 FM or the free iHeartRadio app.
Time is of the essence with COVID-19. It's Big Rig. Prescription oral treatment must be taken within 5 days of symptoms. If you have a high risk factor, ask your doctor if treatment is right for you. Learn more at treatcovid19.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Finch Turf is the exclusive supplier of John Deere golf and sports turf maintenance equipment for the Mid-Atlantic region and is proud to be the official field turf equipment partner of the Washington Commanders. In business since 1945, Finch helps golf course and sports turf managers maintain some of the most exclusive playing surfaces in the region. Experience the Finch advantage for yourself. Contact one of our golf and sports turf specialists to see how we can help you maintain your field of dreams. Go to finchturf.com for more information.
Ready to reach your fitness goals at the most iconic gym in the world? Gold's Gym has over 20 locations in the DMV, including cutting-edge equipment and a community that's as driven as you are. Gold's Gym has everything you need to achieve your fitness and wellness goals. Join today with no enrollment and get VIP guest privileges as part of your membership. Start your journey today with a friend and an iconic brand that's been building strength for over 50 years. Join now at your local Gold's Gym or visit goldsgymdcmetro.com. Elevate your fitness.
Whether you are relocating a family or business, or you need to store household belongings, inventory, or furniture, calling Victory Van Corporation is always the right move. For the best service, price, and peace of mind, choose Victory Van Corporation for all your moving and storage needs. Visit victoryvan.com to get your free home or business quote today. That's victoryvan.com. Victory Van Corporation, delivering excellence for 75 years, an official moving and storage partner of the Washington Commanders.
Time is of the essence with COVID-19. It's Big Rig. Prescription oral treatment must be taken within 5 days of symptoms. If you have a high risk factor, ask your doctor if treatment is right for you. Learn more at treatcovid19.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Shouldn't you expect more from your bank? Main Street Bank is ready to exceed your business needs. Main Street Bank. Put our bank in your office today.
This is Jonathan Allen, and this is your home for the Washington Commanders football, Big 100.
18-play drive to start the game here in the NFC Championship. It went 54 yards, took 7:03 off the clock. 4 first downs, 2 for 2 on 4th down. Washington leads 3-0. They're going to give the Eagles the ball for the first time as Zane Gonzalez kick is short. It's going to be fielded by Will Shipley at the 5-yard line. Gets to the 20, 25, cuts back to the 30, finds the lane 35, and fortunately pulled down by Quan Martin at the 40-yard line. That's good field position for Philadelphia for their first drive.
Yeah, not ideal. Not what we've grown accustomed to with this unit, but had a missed tackle by one of our coverage guys. Otherwise, he would have been tackled around the 30, but that missed tackle let him get about another 10 yards.
It's a rarity on special teams this year. Logan Paulson's sideline reports presented by American Military University. Savings for the whole family. Let me go back to our offense here real quick, Logan. What did you see there with all the tempo they had earlier?
I love the idea of the tempo. I love how it slowed the rush down, looked a little fatigued, and allowed Trent Scott to win some critical one-on-ones later in the drive on 3rd down. So I think that's something they should continue to do for sure.
So Cam Jurgens, who is active today, the star center for the Eagles, is not starting. That is Landon Dickerson out there. The backup, Taylor Steen, is playing left guard as Jalen Hurts. I don't see a knee brace on him. He's out under center after a knee injury a week ago and starts this drive with a pitch left. Saquon Barkley gets a lane, 45-50 to the inside of the 40. Spins away from Jeremy Chin. Still on his feet, 25-20, 15-10-5. One play. Eagles take the lead. Touchdown, Saquon Barkley.
That's what you cannot have happen against the Philadelphia Eagles. The explosive plays, and this is not a difficult play, just a pitch coming around the sideline. Had a guy slip, not force the ball back, missed tackle, couple missed tackles, and next thing you know, Saquon Barkley is off to the races.
Last week, this team had 3 40-plus yard touchdown runs against the Rams. It was the first team to do that in a playoff game since the 1947 Chicago Cardinals. And here they are with one play, a 60-yard touchdown run by one of the best players in the NFL, who's having a historic season as Jake Elliott is on the field to add to the lead, and his extra point is up, and it's good. 18-play drive gets Washington a lead. 1-play drive, and the Eagles have an answer. 7:39 to go first quarter. Philadelphia 7, Washington 3. This is the Washington Commanders Radio Network.
You're listening to Washington Commanders football on the Commanders Radio Network.
Accelerate your zero trust journey with Wiz for Government, a comprehensive cloud security platform trusted by over 40% of the Fortune 100 companies that empowers the government to secure everything they build and run in the cloud. Wiz is a unified cloud security solution that provides full visibility, effective risk reduction, automated compliance assessment, and AI security capabilities in the cloud, so public sector agencies can innovate in the cloud while staying secure. Learn more at wiz.io/gov. That's wiz.io/gov.
Organizations are facing more cyber attacks than ever before, but Fognigma makes future-proof cybersecurity easy. Automate the deployment of invisible cloud-based collaboration networks for your organization and its partners. Provide anonymous research, discrete communications, data transportation, remote access, and more, all protected by 3 layers of encryption and a smart firewall. Automate, collaborate, and dominate cyber operations with Fognigma. Go to fognigma.com to get started. FOGNIGMA.com.
Don't waste your time calling these other attorneys. Don't waste your time calling these insurance companies. If you get into a car accident, it's only one person you call, and that's Attorney Big Al. 1-800-HURT-123.
Do you want to tackle COVID this season? Ask your pharmacist or doctor about how a non-mRNA vaccine can help. Commanders Radio is brought to you in part by Novavax, your local vaccine company, and a proud partner of the Washington Commanders. Don't punt on getting your COVID vaccination this season. Learn more at ChooseNovavax.com.
You're listening to Washington Commanders football on the Commanders Radio Network. This is Washington Commanders football.
Today's game is brought to you by Fortinet Federal, trusted cybersecurity for government everywhere you need it. Washington went 54 yards in 18 plays, took 7 minutes off the clock, led 3-0. Eagles get the ball, run 1 play in 18 seconds, go 60 yards, and take the lead 7-3. What happened on that play with Saquon Barkley?
Yeah, so when you get a perimeter run like that, you have to set the edge and force the ball back. Noah Igbenogany is responsible for setting the edge. He goes underneath the blocker, the pulling lineman, and that essentially cuts off the pursuit of the defense. Once he did that, Saquon Barkley was off to the races, and we had 2 missed tackles after that.
That was his 5th touchdown against Washington this year. The kickoff from Jake Elliott, fielded by Luke McCaffrey at the 3-yard line. 20-25, runs into his own man, spins to the left, and tackled before he can reach the 30-yard line. They'll start around the 27. For Saquon Barkley in the 2 games earlier this year, 55 carries, 296 yards, 4 touchdowns, 2 catches for 52 yards, and yet another explosive run. The Eagles offense has relied on that throughout the playoffs. In fact, last week against the Rams, they had 3 plays that accounted for 180 yards, all long touchdown runs. The other 58 plays combined, 2.9 per play. You've got to bottle that up.
You absolutely have to. And it's not just the defensive linemen and the linebackers, it's the cornerbacks and the safeties.
So Washington gets the ball back after a long, meticulous drive that gave them the lead. All of a sudden, they're back off the bench. 7:31 to go first quarter, 7-3 Eagles. Washington starts at their own 27, moving left to right. B-Rob and Eckler both in the backfield. Here's the snap. They're going to start with a run to Eckler. Left side, met by 2 Eagles, powers ahead to the 31 for a gain of 4.
Yeah, it's just an interesting run scheme right there. Trying to run an inside zone, and you got Brian Robinson Jr. trying to wham block Jalen Carter. Whatever you can. We saw John Bates run a wham block on him.
As many times as you can.
Exactly. That time we saw Brian Robinson Jr. cut block Carter.
Second down at 6. Eckler goes in motion. Snap to Daniel. Steps up. Good pocket. Pumps. Throws Zach Ertz. Met at the 33. Falls ahead to about the 37. It's going to depend on a mark here. It looks like he's maybe a half a yard short. It'll be third and a half.
Third down. Yeah, but still love the progression by Jaden. Not trying to force the ball downfield. The Eagles, they give you that two-shell look. It's going to be hard to get big plays down the field. So if you don't get that, hey, look to come to your short area, whether it's Zach Ertz or Austin Eckler in the short to intermediate areas.
Commanders are 2 for 5 on third down on the first drive, but they also went for 2 fourth downs and converted both of them. Here comes 3rd and 1. They're on 42. In motion, John Bates. Here's Daniels. They're going to try to run for it. B-Rob up the middle. Yes, sir. Head down. Tackled by Zach Bond, but he got 3, and it'll be a new set of downs at the 39.
That's a nice start. You wanted another great block by John Bates, kind of creating the hole, and the double team blocks by Allegretti and Coleman also creates a lane for B-Rob to get through.
Clock moves under 6 minutes to go first quarter. 7-3 Eagles. 1st and 10 Washington. Here's the snap. Go to De'Ami Brown across the middle. Gets some room to the 40-45. Cooper Gigi slowed him down. He fumbled the ball, and it is recovered by Philadelphia. That's Reed Blankenship. He's got a turnover in each of the games against Washington this year, and it gives Philadelphia the ball at the 48. That worked. That was going to be an 8-9 yard gain, and De'Ami Brown fumbled it. Blankenship recovered it.
Yeah, fumbles has been an issue for De'Ami. Fumbled last week against the Lions. Fumbled the second game against the Philadelphia Eagles.
5:45 to go first quarter. Eagles have the lead and good field position up 7-3. You're listening to Washington Commanders.
The Washington Commanders are on DC's Classic Rock.
Big 100.
Streaming on iHeartRadio.
Craving fresh oysters? Dive into King Street Oyster Bar. Indulge in the freshest oysters you'll ever taste, with over 10 varieties daily and the freshest seafood in town. Happy hour delights from 3 to 6:30 p.m. Sundays, brunch with mimosas and loaded Bloody Marys. Find us in Leesburg, Middleburg, Potomac, Noma, and our newest location in City Ridge. King Street Oyster Bar, where fresh meets fabulous. Dive in today.
Cha-ching! That's the sound of my debit card working for me.
Wait, what's making your wallet sing?
My Northwest Rewards checking account. It turns my debit card into a cash-back machine.
Sign me up. Where do I start?
Don't miss out. Visit nwfcu.org or stop by your local branch to learn more. Northwest Federal, where trust leads to rewards. Insured by NCUA. Membership eligibility required.
Now's the time for a great deal on a new Honda. It's time to take an adventure with rugged capability and commanding style. Check out the Honda Ridgeline, Pilot, or CR-V. For a limited time, well-qualified buyers can get a 3.9% APR on a 2025 Pilot or a 2.9% APR on a 2025 Ridgeline or CR-V.
Contact your local Washington area Honda dealer for a great deal today.
See dealer for financing details.
Attention DMV area contractors. Isn't it time to simplify your electrical needs? If you're looking for well-trained and reliable craftsmen and help navigating regulations, International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers Local 26 will deliver. As you know, electrical contracting is difficult. You want the project done right, safely, and on time. Partner with IBEW Local 26 today. Visit IBEWLocal26.org to get started.
The Washington Commanders on Big 100.
DC's Classic Rock.
Washington Commanders football.
Today's game is brought to you by Janie King. The cleaning and disinfecting of your facility is more important than ever. Visit JanieKing.com. Boy, over the last couple of minutes, a De'Ami Brown fumble is going to set up Philadelphia here. 1st and 10 at the Washington 48. The one play the Eagles ran is a 60-yard touchdown run by Saquon Barkley. They got to settle down.
They definitely have to settle down. That's what happens in big games. You just try to do too much. De'Ami has to hold on to that football.
1st and 10 at the 48 for Philadelphia off of the first turnover by either team in the playoffs in the 4 games that they have played. In motion, Saquon. Now moving back to the right. Jalen Hurts going to throw for the first time. Steps back, has time, throws underneath. That's caught. A.J. Brown, no, it is not. Wrestled away by Marshawn Lattimore. Incomplete.
Yeah, that's a good start by Marshawn. Going one-on-one. Looks like it seems like they're going to possibly be matching him up against A.J. Brown. Great patience by Marshawn at the line of scrimmage on that slant play. Actually, they're not matching him up. Looks like we're going right and left.
Second down and 10 at the 48 off of the De'Ami Brown turnover. Eagles have the ball in Washington territory, up 7-3 here, first quarter. Play action, Hurts keeps, throws to the right, Dallas Goedert open, moves to the 40-yard line, met by 5 Commanders right at the sticks. It's a gain of 10, first down. Nice play by Philadelphia.
Those are the plays that you can't give up, where it's just a simple boot play and you get
the first down.
You have some type of coverage breakdown and you get Dallas Goedert wide open. Those are the plays that you can't give up, especially against an offense like the Eagles.
5:10 to go first quarter, 7-3 Eagles. They've got a 1st and 10 at the Washington 38-yard line. Play action, Kenneth Gainwell. Hurts, time, throws, looking for Devontae Smith, wide open on the sideline. Toe tap near the sideline. Did he catch the ball? They're saying he did at the 19-yard line. It's a gain of 21, and I'll tell you what, Hurts so far, we were wondering about his mobility. He looks okay.
Yeah, you see the Eagles going no huddle, up-tempo, just in case he didn't complete that catch.
And Curtis looks like thinking about it, but they've snapped the ball. Kenneth Gainwell right up the middle, met by John Allen. He gets to the 15-yard line, so that's a gain of 4 to be second down and 6.
Something to pay attention to as this game progresses. The Eagles, the center, Landon Dickerson, normally a guard and a really good guard. There have been a couple high snaps and some potential exchange issues take place. The Eagles operate the shotgun a lot. It's something that we definitely need to pay attention to.
Second and 6 at the 15. Gainwell to the right of Hurts. They're ready. Here's the snap play action. He's rolling right. Throws to a wide open A.J. Brown. Turns on Mike Sanders. Still gets the corner and out of bounds. Past the sticks. They're going to mark him out at the 4-yard line. It's a gain of 11, and it's going to be 1st and goal Philadelphia.
As you mentioned, Graham, the mobility doesn't seem to be an issue for Hurts that time. Another bootleg. Get him out on the perimeter. Let him make a play. Get it to your playmaker in one-on-one situation.
3:51 to go first quarter. Eagles right up to the line. 1st and goal at the 4. Snap to Hurts. Handoff Barkley. Gets to the edge. He is rolling into the end zone for his second touchdown of the quarter. Touchdown Philadelphia.
You have to maintain your gap responsibility. And that means not just gaps inside of the defense, but also gaps on the perimeter, the outside edge of the defense. Somebody gets nosy, peeks inside. Saquon is too talented, too explosive. He has the speed to go inside. That time it was Dorrance Armstrong who gets a little bit nosy, dips inside. You got to stay outside, buddy.
Logan, give me the sideline vibe here. This is unusual. We haven't seen a lot of this from the Commanders.
Yeah, I mean, it kind of reminds you of the second matchup where they had those turnovers early and Philly was able to get out to a little bit of a lead. Feels very similar. Kind of feels like they've been punched in the mouth a little bit, and guys are kind of talking, looking at each other, reviewing stuff like Fletch is talking about. So hopefully this team's leadership has enough to kind of center them in and then get them back on the right track here.
Jake Elliott made the extra point, and the Eagles are out to a 2-score lead here with 3:43 to go in the first quarter of the NFC Championship. Philadelphia 14, Washington 3. This is the Washington Commanders Radio Network.
If you have an appetite for saving money, then you should get the ROFO Rewards app from Royal Farms. Use the ROFO Rewards app to place mobile orders for pickup or delivery and earn royalty points to redeem for free stuff. And right now, new ROFO Rewards members will get a free any-size coffee for signing up. You can download the ROFO Rewards app at the Apple App Store or Google Play today. You'll find it's a very appealing app to have. Real fresh, real fast. Royal Farms.
For over 87 years, GEHA, Government Employees Health Association, has offered health and dental benefits designed to meet the unique needs of federal employees and retirees, military retirees, and their families. With over 2 million members and growing, GEHA continues to serve those members and families who serve all of us every day. At GEHA, your health is not our business, it's our purpose. Learn more at GEHA.com.
Be curious. Be challenged. Be inspired. Nestled into nature, indulge in relaxation and pure revitalization. So close to DC, yet a whole world away. Lansdowne Resort. Discover yourself. Visit lansdowneresort.com to book your stay today.
Hi, this is Doug Williams. Throughout my career, I've had my share of pain.
When I found the Good Feet store, I found the support I needed for my feet. Good Feet Arch Support helped relieve my foot and back pain and let me get back to living the life I love. I don't go a day without my Good Feet Arch Support. Stop by your nearest Good Feet store today for a free personalized fitting. Go to goodfeet.com to find the store nearest you. Tell them Doug sent you.
The Good Feet store is a proud partner of the Washington Commanders.
You're listening to Washington Commanders football on the Commanders Radio Network. This is Washington Commanders football.
The Eagles have run 7 plays, gone 108 yards. They've had the ball for 2 minutes and 20 seconds, and they already have 2 Saquon Barkley touchdowns. They lead 14-3 with 3:43 to go here. First quarter of the NFC Championship. This is not the start Washington wanted.
No, not to start at all, but this drive right here, I feel like could be the most important of this ball game. How do you respond to the Eagles? This jumping out to this 14-3 lead. How do you respond offensively? How do you respond as a team to kind of get the momentum back in your favor?
Jake Elliott's kickoff is on its way to Luke McCaffrey. Fielded at the 1-yard line. 5, 10, 15, following behind Jeremy Nichols. 20-25 and met there. Good coverage by the Eagles. They'll start around the 26. For Philadelphia, the previous drive where they got a De'Ami Brown fumble, that was their 24th turnover caused, plus 24 in the turnover margin in the regular and postseason. They're number 1 in the NFL. This is the number 1 defense. You don't want to play from behind. However, I think it's time to point out, it was 21-7 after 1 in the second meeting. Washington turned the ball over 5 times and won anyway. Nothing's over.
Yeah, nothing's over. Not especially with a team like this. You've had some plays against this defense. You can't turn the football over.
Chris Paul has come in at right guard. They said there might be a rotation there, so that's the change on the offensive line. 1st and 10 at the 27, trying to bounce back. It's a handoff to B-Rob. Nolan Smith closes down. Moro Ajomo does as well, but he barely gets 1, maybe 2.
Yeah, Chris Paul, definitely a bigger body. You saw them right away run towards him. If you're looking to get some of that inside zone, I also noticed they had a double team block on Jalen Carter.
Listen, they started the season rotating their tackles. Now they're rotating the guard. It's all come full circle here. On a 2nd down and 8 at the 29-yard line for Daniels, who gets the snap, hands it off to Robinson, cuts back to the left, puts his head down, met by 3 Eagles. Sure tackle there at the 31-yard line for a gain of 2, maybe 3, and it's going to bring up 3rd down and 6.
But it was a nice block that time by Chris Paul running that inside zone, and you have to get that cutoff block. He did a nice job against Jalen Carter to prevent him from creasing and getting into the backfield and get somewhat of a lane for B-Rob to run through.
Logan, what are you thinking about when they're rotating offensive linemen?
I think it's interesting because it's like not too much burden falls on one player.
3rd and 6. We'll get that thought one more time. Here's Daniels. Time. Loads it up down the middle of the field. That one is an overthrow over the head of Terry McLaurin. C.J. Gardner-Johnson dove forward. It falls, fortunately, incomplete. That might as well have been a punt. That was into triple coverage.
Yeah, that was. I'm not sure if he thought Zach Ertz was going to continue on the corner route or if he's trying to get Terry McLaurin on a deep over route. He's trying to get kind of time that up perfectly, but he also had a little bit of pressure that he had to take into consideration.
It's an unusual, dangerous throw. Daniels doesn't typically put the ball in harm's way like that. Tressway is on for what will only be his 2nd punt the postseason. He only punted once. Last week in Detroit, he didn't in Tampa. Cooper DeJean deep for Philadelphia. He's standing at his own 19-yard line. So Washington goes 3 and out after falling down 14-3, and they're about to give the Eagles the ball back here late stretches of the first quarter. And it's a fake. Tressway throws it up in the air towards Benson, and it's caught at the 50, down to the 45. Tressway completion on a fake punt, drive alive.
What a play call. And I saw them actually practice this as we were leaving the bubble the other day, and I was like, man, I wonder, you pull out all stops in a game like this. What a timely decision to call that fake punt where you got nothing to lose, so to speak. The Eagles definitely was not ready for that fake punt.
Wow. 3 for 3 now on 4th downs in the first quarter, and that's a memorable one. Tressway, the pass down the middle of the field to Ben Sinnott. 1st and 10 at the Eagles 46. Jaden rolling to the right. See if they get some energy. Has to get away from Nolan Smith. It does. Back to the right. Has to get away from Oren Burks and cannot. Sacked back. The 47-yard line. Just couldn't buy enough time.
Yeah, couldn't buy enough time. It looked like it was guys coming open, but you're trying to get him out on the edge again, just to get him away from that pressure. But Nolan Smith does a nice job of evading the block of John Bates, and that doesn't allow Jaden to get on the perimeter. That leads to the sack.
Good play by Burks to close there. He replaced the injured Nakobe Dean, who got injured in the first playoff game against Tampa. 1:05 to go here, first quarter. Second and 16 for Washington. Back at their own 48. Here's Daniels. He's got time. Over the middle. Strike. Diaby Brown at the 35-30. Pulled down inside the Eagles' 30-yard line down to the 28. That is a first down, Washington.
You know what that also is, Brown? That was a dart by Jaden Daniels. And I love the fact that Diaby Brown finds the soft spot of the zone coverage by the Philadelphia Eagles and sits down and makes himself a big target for Jaden Daniels. And from there, hold on to the football, young fella.
Daniels, you could see the feelings coming in him. He was moving well. Even on that sack, you could feel it. It's back. First and 10 at the Eagles' 28-yard line. Zacchaeus goes in motion. Snap, handoff, B-Rob. Patience. He didn't really get the feet going, and he just got back to the line of scrimmage. You remember Dan Quinn revealed earlier that he had a personal film session with B-Rob. I don't think he wants him to hit those holes.
Yeah, and you're trying to, and I see what B-Rob saw in there. We're trying to let the lineman kind of get up and create some movement, but sometimes you might just have to run into the back of the offensive lineman, become your own blocker, so to speak.
That brings us.
This is the end of the first quarter.
With the Eagles leading 14-3, but Washington on the move, trying to tighten the gap here in the NFC Championship Game. This is the Washington Commanders Radio Network.
It'll only take a minute, they said. But it took a minute to find the aisle with the cheese sauce. A minute to find the shelf with the cheese sauce. And a minute to text pictures of all the cheese sauces. Only to get the reply that no, none of those are the right cheese sauce. You know what actually takes a minute? Figuring out who's going to DD so no one drives impaired after the game. Take a minute. Make a plan. Never drive impaired. Go to takeaminutenow.com from Diageo, Mad, Uber, and the NFL. Please drink responsibly.
There's no place like the road home. Anticipation in every mile with presents wrapped and bags packed. The joy of the journey and the glow of your destination in the headlights. There's no feeling like it. Pedal down, volume up. Get exceptional offers at your local Audi dealer during the Season of Audi sales event.
Vacation starts with VA. One thing you'll love about your trip to Virginia is that you'll never have to settle for one thing. All that you love is all in one trip. Start yours at virginia.org.
Effective enterprise cybersecurity requires a team effort. That's why U.S. government professionals rely on Fortinet Federal's industry-leading technology and engineering expertise for advanced infrastructure and cybersecurity capabilities designed to defend against malicious actors. With a singular focus on solutions for the federal government and their mission partners, Fortinet Federal can help you simplify operations, converge infrastructure, and secure your data. Trusted cybersecurity for government everywhere you need it. See more at FortinetFederal.com. That's FortinetFederal.com.
You're listening to Washington Commanders football on the Commanders Radio Network. This is Washington Commanders football.
First quarter stats presented by One Life Fitness. Get your free pass today at OneLifeFitness.com. Washington has actually outgained Philadelphia 117-108. Philadelphia hasn't needed the ball very much. Just 2 minutes and 20 seconds of the first quarter to have a 14-3 lead. Washington's run 28 plays. Philly's run 7. Saquon Barkley's touched the ball twice, and he's rushed for 2 touchdowns. 64 yards, 1 from 60. Jaden Davis, 10 of 16, 74 yards, 2 rushes, 6 yards. Tressway is also 1 for 1 on a fake punt conversion to keep this drive alive as we start the second quarter from the link with Washington trailing 14-3, but they've got a 2nd and 10, and they're at the Eagles' 28-yard line, moving right to left. Daniels asks Jamison Crowder to go in motion, stops next to Zach Ertz. Here's the snap. Eagles bring 5. He's got time, loads one up towards Diaby Brown and over his head. That was a misfire, incomplete.
Yeah, trying to take a shot, hoping you get one-on-one coverage with Diaby against Darius Slay. Had a little bit of late rotation by Reed Blankenship, but Diaby, well, for Jaden, he definitely didn't want to put the ball in harm's way. He ends up throwing it about 4 or 5 yards over the head of Diaby.
How about that fake punt, Logan? That was unbelievable. Here we go, 3rd and 10, the Eagles' 28-yard line. Jaden's in the gun, 3 wide receivers to the right. Terry's in the slot to the left. Here's the snap to Daniels. Eagles bring 4. He's got time now backing up, tries to get away from Jalen Carter. Throws one up towards the far sideline. That is over the head and out of bounds of Terry McLaurin. The pocket collapsed on him. He was backpedaling and he just had nowhere to go.
Yeah, the pocket collapsed and the coverage was good. It looked like Jaden was about to try to escape to his right, but the Eagles did a nice job of kind of closing that gap, that little window that he wanted to get through, so he had to retreat.
So off the fake punt, kept the drive alive. Washington's going to settle for a 46-yard field goal attempt. Zane Gonzalez already made his first attempt in the first quarter. This will be marked at the right hash mark. Gonzalez on for the kick. High snap, got down by Tressway. Kick is on its way, and that is good. Zane Gonzalez, 2 for 2. All Commanders field goals are brought to you by Northwest Federal Credit Union, the official credit union of the Washington Commanders. 14:42 to go here, second quarter. It's now 14-6. Logan, let's talk about the offense here for a moment. They're moving it here and there. We knew it was going to be a struggle with the makeshift offensive line. What are you seeing out there from the offense?
Yeah, I think that's the thing. I think people coming in this week underestimate how good Philly's defense is. It's going to be every blade of grass is going to be valuable in this game. And I think back to the second matchup. One of the things about that matchup, they were able to find some explosive chunks. So obviously the offense has been pretty efficient. I think you look at the first drive, look at that drive, very, very efficient. The thing is, can you find an explosive play to kind of help you eat up some grass here? And I think that's going to be really challenging. They're playing a lot of too high, a lot of quarters coverage, and not going to let you get behind them. So this is going to be something really interesting to see what Cliff does to adjust.
Logan Paulson, Sideline Reports, presented by American Public University. Value for the whole family. The reality is they can't win with field goals.
Yeah, they can't win with field goals. And Logan was talking about the too high and the quarters coverage. You're going to have to get them out of that two-shell look, and the way you do that is being able to run the football against those looks.
Here's Zane Gonzalez. He's 2 for 2. Washington's down 1 score now, 14-6. His kickoff is going to be fielded by Will Shipley at the 2-yard line on the near sideline. Gets out to the 25-yard line. Met there. Best coverage of the game so far from the Washington coverage unit. He doesn't get to the 30. He stopped around the 29. 1st and 10. Philadelphia from there. And this feels like a big defensive series here.
Feels like a big defensive series. And Logan, you said something about Bobby Wagner getting the defense together after they gave up that last touchdown.
Yeah, brought everybody up. He kind of got everybody together, kind of said some motivational things. John Allen also spoke. Frankie Luvu said some stuff. I think it was just kind of guys like, we're better than this. Yeah. It's the stuff that you were talking about, Fletch. They're not doing the simple kind of day one football stuff. Just need to take a breath and execute.
John Allen, Johnny Newton now. Of course, Deron Payne is not playing today. Knee and finger injuries. 1st and 10 for Philadelphia. They're at their own 29-yard line, moving left to right. Jalen Hurts in the gun. Takes a step up. Looks like he might be changing the play. The line is reset. Barkley's to his left. Here's the snap. He'll hand it off to him. And he is met in the backfield. How about John Allen winning at the line and throwing him down for a 3-yard loss?
Yeah, you want to be a leader by talking, but you also want to be a leader by making plays. At that time, J.A. does a nice job of slipping the block of the left guard of the Philadelphia Eagles and making a play in the backfield.
That's the backup Tyler Steen as they moved Landon Dickerson over to center due to the injury to their Pro Bowl center, Cam Jurgens. 14:07 to go second quarter, 14-6 Eagles. They're finally behind the sticks. 2nd and 13 at their own 26-yard line. Barkley to the left of Hurts. Here's the snap. Bobby Wagner rushes, picked up. Hurts has time, throws, finds A.J. Brown. Tackled by Jeremy Chin, but he is all the way out to the 41-yard line, and that's a first down on a 15-yard gain.
Yeah, just trying to find open little soft spots in the zone coverage. That time it was just kind of a cover 2 look, and Jalen Hurts does a nice job of fitting that ball in the honey hole on that corner route by A.J. Brown.
He's looked good throwing the ball so far today. 1st and 10, the Eagles' 41-yard line. Here's the snap, play action, pressure from Johnny Newton quickly, almost got the ball out of Hurts' hands, forces him to roll right, throws one towards Brown. There's a lot of contact with Mike Sanders still. Every Eagles fan is asking for a flag. They're not going to get it incomplete.
That's outstanding coverage by Mikey Sanders, still kind of on the ad-lib route by against one of the best playmakers in the National Football League, and A.J. Brown. If anything, A.J. Brown kind of pushes off Mikey Sanders too. We should be upset.
Nice rush by Johnny Newton, by the way. Pressure there. I think we did learn, though. You saw Hurts roll out there. His mobility seems to be okay here early. It was a big question coming in. 2nd down and 10. 41-yard line as Devontae Smith goes in motion. Might be a free play. No, it's a false start. First penalty against Philadelphia about to be called by Sean Hockley.
Before the snap, ball starts. Offense, number 56. 5-yard penalty. It's second down.
It's once again Tyler Steen, so he's had 2 bad plays on this drive for Philadelphia. Backs him up again.
Game clock to 13.
Got him behind the sticks again. Defense needs to get a stand here.
Yeah, and he saw Frankie Louisville about to blitz that B gap, so he got a little antsy and wanted to get a jump on blocking Louisville in that B gap.
13:21 to go here, second quarter at the link. 14-6 Eagles behind 2 Saquon Barkley touchdowns, one from 60 yards out on the first offensive play they ran. It's second and 15. They're at their own 36-yard line. It's Philadelphia. Washington brings 4. Hurts steps up, throws underneath. Kenneth Gainwell makes the catch at the 40, met by Frankie Luvu and Quan Martin at the 44-yard line. Here comes a big 3rd and 7.
Big 3rd and 7 indeed. And, one of the things with Jalen Hurts, you see he has the mobility, so you have to respect his ability. If there's nothing in the passing game for him, he will try to scramble. Rush lane defense integrity, rush lane discipline is going to be extremely important on this play right here.
Will he run, though? That's the question. He's extended plays. We haven't seen him run yet. We haven't seen that yet. 3rd and 7 at the 44-yard line. Philadelphia is on their side of the field. Washington looking for their first stop of a Philadelphia offensive possession. They got 5 across the line, including Wagner and Luvu, and now Wagner drops off. They bring 4. Snap, throw, he connects. Dallas Goedert bounces off the tackle of Marshawn Lattimore. Extra yardage to the Washington 41. They convert, first down Eagles.
Yeah, they started off showing like a man look, and then they bailed back to a cover 2, another zone defense. And Jalen, because there's not immediate pressure on him, he can just navigate it and find an open receiver.
Up to the line they go. Tempo for the Eagles. 1st and 10 at the Washington 41-yard line. Gainwell is the back. Hurts is changing the play. 2 wide receivers to the right. Here's the snap. Handoff Gainwell right up the middle. Met there by Bobby Wagner. No gain. Maybe a yard.
Yeah, it might be a time for Joe Witt Jr. maybe to go to a little bit more man coverage, because it seems like Jalen Hurts is doing a lot better job of getting the ball out of his hands to the right guys against zone pressure. He struggled against the Rams against zone pressure, got 7 sacks, so that was something they worked on coming into this ball game. Zone coverage, I should say.
2nd and 9 at the Washington 40. Gainwell flares out to the right, snap to Hurts. They throw it to him in the flat. Gets a nice block, cuts back at the 35, goes airborne, and lands at about the 32-yard line, a yard short of a first down. So a gain of 8. It'll bring up 3rd and 1. And now we get a test. Will they tush push?
Well, this is not necessarily a tush push situation. A lot of times they only want to tush push on the. It looks like they're about to do the tush push.
We'll go find out.
But I wouldn't be. Don't fall asleep.
Hurts is under center. Tush push formation. They do it. Frankie Luvu flew over the top of the pile. Let's see where they mark it. They gave it to him. He got to the 31-yard line. It's a gain of about 1.5. First down, Philadelphia.
So that's also an indication that they feel good about the strength and the stability of Jalen Hurts' knee.
Yeah, there's a lot of questions about Hurts, Logan, and I think he's answering them so far.
Yeah, absolutely, and he's done a great job, like Fletch said, versus zone coverage, throwing the football, and the mobility looks like it's there. I wonder if we can kind of dial up something to get a little bit more pressure. I think he's seeing it well because the offensive line's holding up at a high level.
So they did the tush push. They get a first down, 1st and 10. Handoff Gainwell up the middle, 2 hands on the ball. Jalen Holmes tackles him as he crosses the 30 to the 28 and a gain of 3.
Yeah, and that play right there, you see, as they continue to move the football down the field, Joe Witt downing up a little bit of a pressure, even what you call a run blitz, bringing Jeremy Chin off the edge.
They're calling this 2nd and 6 at the 27 with 10 minutes to go in the second quarter. Eagles up 14-6 and threatening to add to that lead. Hurts in the gun, Barkley to his left. He already has 2 touchdowns in the first half. Here's the snap, play action. Little pressure off the edge, plenty of time for Hurts. Didn't like what he saw, so now he's just rolling out to the right, and he's just going to throw that one into the Eagles sideline. He had all day, but a good coverage play forces an incompletion.
He had all day, but the coverage on the back end and also not allowing him to get outside, forcing him to throw that football. You're gonna have to cover a long time when you're dealing with these eager receivers, because Jalen Hurts can escape and make plays. outside of the pocket.
Ball's marked at the 27-yard line. 9:43 to go. Clock stopped here, second quarter. 14-6 Eagles. This feels like a big play here.
Feel like big play.
6.
It wouldn't surprise me if we came with a run, some type of run pressure.
3rd and 6. It's now empty as Barkley runs out to the right side, and now Philadelphia is going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
Yeah, some type of blitz, I think.
Timeout. Philadelphia. They're first of the half.
They didn't like the look they got. Joe Witt had Frankie Louisville and Bobby Wagner lined up in both of those A gaps. Looked like one of those guys about to blitz the quarterback. And the problem with that look against the Eagles, why they had to call timeout, because they motioned the running back out of the backfield, so there was nobody to pick up those extra rushers, I should say.
So the game started with a long 7+ minute drive from Washington. They got a field goal out of it. Since the loss to Washington in the second meeting, Philadelphia has trailed in a game for 5 minutes and 25 seconds over 4 games combined, and they trailed for 18 seconds when they ran one play to get the lead back, and they're still up 14-6. 3rd and 6 as we get back to action at the Washington 27-yard line. Hurts in the gun. Calcaterra goes in motion. Now back to the right. Stands next to Hurts. Barkley to his left. They're going to throw for it. Big pressure up the middle. Frankie Louisville's got him. Throws him down. Big sack. And that is going to put them in a 50-plus yard field goal situation. And we'll see if Jake Elliott tries it.
Yeah, he's coming out. He's coming out.
He is 1 for 7 from 50-plus.
Excellent play call by Joe Witt Jr. Dials up to 0 blitz. And Jalen Hurts, they can't block him. Landon Dickinson, who's playing the backup center, he's a backup center. He whiffs on the block against Frankie Louisville. And just miscommunication leads to that sack. What's this, 54 yards?
54. Elliott is 1 for 7 on the season from 50-plus. Ball be marked at the left hash mark. Braden Mann, the punter, is the holder. Here's the snap. It's good. Hold down. Kick is on its way. Plenty of leg. Let's see if it got there. No! He missed! Jake Elliott's distance problems continue, and Washington will take over with 8:48 to go in the first half, trailing still 14-6. You're listening to Washington Commanders football.
Your flagship station for the Washington Commanders.
Big 100.
DC's classic rock.
Time is of the essence with COVID-19. It's Big Rig. Prescription oral treatment must be taken within 5 days of symptoms. If you have a high risk factor, ask your doctor if treatment is right for you. Learn more at treatcovid19.com, sponsored by Pfizer.
Football fans, it's Doc Walker. You first. Visit EliteAcura.com or stop by today. Hurry, these deals won't last. Elite Acura, your trusted destination for exceptional Acura savings this season. No payments for 90 days required. Approved credit. See dealer for complete details.
Sun Valley Pools of Vineland wants to welcome you to Fan Zone. They're Vineland, New Jersey's go-to spot for licensed NFL, NHL, NBA, and MLB products. They've got you covered if you collect licensed sports products, or if you're a fan who needs some gear. Looking for the perfect piece for your fan cave? They have everything you'll need to make sure your fan cave is decked out in your favorite gear this football season. They're proud sponsors of the Philadelphia Eagles Radio Network. They're located at 29 West Sherman Avenue in Vineland. Visit them at SunValleyPoolsFanZone.com.
Go get your game on at the Gallery Bar, Book and Games at Ocean Casino Resort. Cheers your favorite drinks while cheering on your favorite team. Get in on the parlay while in the middle of a party. Go for the sports scene and go for the endless screens. Go to the gallery. Go to Fanatic Sportsbook and go for the win at Ocean Casino Resort. For more information, visit theoceanac.com. Must be 21 or older to wager or consume alcohol. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Hi, I'm Sean Steitler with East Coast Roofing, Siding, and Windows. I know many of you feel bad for us and others who have to work outside in the cold, but at least at East Coast, we have our long johns and we'll wear them. So take advantage of the season with lower wait times and last year's prices and learn how great financing plans can help you. Give us a call at 609-646-1444 or visit us on the web at eastcoastroofing.com. And remember, if you'll call, we'll show up.
Trust us with your family and home.
Stop in and take advantage of game-changing savings all month long at Boardwalk Honda.
Financial Field, Ross Tucker down on the sidelines. Game plan with Grainger to gain a competitive advantage. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by for the supplies and solutions to help keep your business moving forward. So that miss by Elliott gives Washington the football at its own 44-yard line, trailing 14-6. We've got 8:49 to go in this first half.
Well, they made their own break, completing that fourth down pass on the last drive and got 3 points. Now they've got a couple breaks, a miscommunication up front for the sack, a missed field goal. Now can they take advantage of the break they got from the Eagles?
The rookie Jaden Daniels out of LSU, Heisman Trophy winner, spectacular first season in the NFL. Takes the snap, steps up the pocket, now running to his right, 45 to midfield, and he darts out of bounds, veering to his right, and he's out at the 50. Chased down there by J-Link's Hunt, 6-yard gain.
Good decision right there, trying to get the big in route. Safety squeezed over to that side, didn't force the football, tucks it in. A nice game.
Clock is moving, 8:22 to go, second quarter. Shotgun for Daniels. 2 receivers off to the left, 1 to the right. Daniels will throw it over the middle. It's handled at the 45 by John Bates. He's spun down after the catch. That's enough for a first down. Hit by Blankenship. 7-yard pickup through the air.
All right, back into a rhythm here. Right, nice little run on first down, a quick little throw on second down. Got yourself past the 50-yard line.
Offensive coordinator Cliff Kingsbury, excellent chemistry with Daniels. It's a handoff with Robinson running to the left, and he scampers to the 36. Good block from Allegretti up front. That's a 7-yard gain for Washington.
You talk about Cliff Kingsbury doing a great job. I was talking to somebody this week saying how he went back and took a number of plays from LSU that Jaden Daniels was comfortable with and inserted them into the offense that they're running, trying to make that transition much smoother, and it seemed to have worked.
Daniels, the 6th rookie QB to start a conference championship game, trying to become the first rookie QB to start in the Super Bowl. Throw to the right side, risky play, and it gets knocked around, incomplete. He was trying to hit his receiver on the right, but there was a lot of traffic with 3 receivers in the area. The intended target there was De'Ami Brown, and DeJean was all over it.
Great job by DeJean, and this RPO is going to be a big part of this game. They brought pressure. DeJean knew, hey, if you bring pressure, he's going to kick it out here if it's a run-pass option. Is able to jump that and knock the football loose.
They go empty here. 5 receivers set. 3rd down and 3 from the 36. Daniels, he throws it to the right. Catch is made at the 30-yard line. The run to the left side, and it's Terry McLaurin taking it the distance. Touchdown. Commanders. 36 yards. Jaden Daniels, he popped it out there, and then McLaurin did the rest. He runs through the Philadelphia D, the catch, and then he was a blur.
Be interested to see if his knee goes down before he gets to the line, but you mentioned a perfect throw against man-to-man coverage, allowing him to turn the corner and use that speed to get into the end zone.
Washington is trying to set up for the extra point. You're right, all these scoring plays will be reviewed.
So they're going to go for 2 here, which is no surprise. Try to tie this thing up at an area of the field that they're very comfortable going in 4th down or 2-minute situations.
Play has been confirmed. 2-point try now for Washington. Daniels under center. Daniels, fake the handoff. He'll throw it back to the near side. Catch made, but it is Eckler. Mitchell brings him down, and they will come up short and trail 14-12 at the 7:05 mark of the second quarter. A lot of action here in Philadelphia. Eagles maintain the lead. You're listening to the NFC Championship Game on Westwood One.
Hey, football fans, with BetMGM's second chance promotion, you'll get your stake back if your first touchdown scorer scores second instead. That's right. Bet on any pro football player to score the first touchdown of the game. If you're right, you win. If your player scores second, you get your stake back in cash. BetMGM and GameSense remind you to play responsibly. See BetMGM.com for terms. 21 years of age or older. New Jersey only. Existing customer offer. Subject to eligibility requirements. Rewards vary. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, help is available. Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Lowe's knows how to help you save time and money, no matter the job. That's why we can deliver supplies to your job site as soon as same day, so you have more time to get the job done. Because when you need it fast, we've got you covered. Lowe's knows pros. Valid on eligible in-stock orders and select zip codes placed by 2 p.m. for same-day delivery by 8 p.m. Subject to driver availability. Fees vary based on purchase. More terms apply. See Lowe's.com/same-day delivery for details.
When you buy a new house, you might say,
"Shut the front door."
Winning!
No, seriously. Shut the front door. We own this house now.
But you actually need to say,
"Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there."
That's right. The local State Farm agent is there to help you choose the coverage you need.
Welcome to my crib. No one says that anymore, but I don't care.
So just remember, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
State Farm, Bloomington, Illinois. It's football season, and now you can get anything you need for game day delivered with Uber Eats. Well, almost anything. You can't get a running back, but baby back ribs? Yes. Uber Eats, official on-demand food delivery partner of the NFL.
Right now, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is Westwood One, your home for the NFL playoffs and Super Bowl 59.
This is South Jersey's radio home for the Eagles, Sixers, and Flyers. WENJ, WENJ HD, Millville, Atlantic City. 97.3 ESPN, South Jersey's sports leader.
Along with Kurt Warner and Ross Tucker, Ian Eagle here on Westwood One. You're listening to the NFC Championship Game presented by Intuit TurboTax. 5 plays, 56 yards. They did it in a minute 14. Daniels is now 12 of 21 for 117 yards. He hits McLaurin, who then turned on the Jets to take it all the way. And we've got a 2-point game with 7:05 to play, second quarter.
Done a great job by Washington. I mentioned things go against you, and you got to ride the ebbs and flows of the game. And so they're in a position to have a 3-and-out, give it back to the Eagles down 14-3. They get the 4th down conversion on the pass from the punter, and now it's been all Washington to battle right back into this thing.
Gonzalez puts it high in the air. It's mishandled by Gainwell. He scoops it up along the near side across the 25, and he's dumped at the 27-yard line. Downstairs to Ross Tucker.
Guys, I counted at least 3 mistakes by the new center-left guard combo for the Eagles on that last drive. Tyler Steen, the left guard, not only had a critical false start, but he also gave up the tackle for loss to Jonathan Allen on the swim move. And then on the critical sack, Landon Dickerson, who's in there at center, was not on the same page as the backup tight end Grant Calcaterra, who was in the backfield in pass protection. They both took the same linebacker. Neither guy took Luvu. That was what caused the sack on Hurts. We'll see if the center-left guard combo continues to hurt the Eagles on this drive.
And one of the strongest suits for this Philadelphia team has been their line play. They're going to go to a little trickery. DeVonta Smith, as he came in motion to the near side, they give him the football, and he angles across the 35 for a 7-yard pickup. Hit on the play by Frankie Luvu.
That was a perfect play call. Frankie Luvu came on the blitz from the offense's left side, run the jet sweep to the right side, so he chased him all the way down from the back, but wasn't until he had gained 7 yards. A perfect call right away from the blitz.
Second down and short, 2 tight ends in this formation, 6:26 and counting left in the first half. 14-12, Eagles in front. Barkley in the backfield, shotgun for Hurts. Handed off, Barkley stops, tries to cut it to the right, and the Commanders were ready. They hit him after the gain of 1. Jalen Holmes, well-traveled, makes that play. That was just the 4th carry for Saquon Barkley. Had the big run, popped it for 60 yards, the touchdown, had the short run for the other touchdown, but not a whole lot in between now. 3rd down and 1.
Hasn't had to do a whole lot. They find themselves in a tush-push situation again.
And they do with Hurts. The brotherly shove across the 38, and it will be enough for the first down. They're going to have to pile off that pile a bit because Philly players and Washington players were still lying on the ground, and now they peel it away. Clock is rolling. 5:22 left in this first half.
We wondered where Jalen Hurts' knee would be coming into the game. I haven't seen anything that makes me think there's really an issue. Doing the tush push, I've seen him roll out, seen him escape to the outside off of pressure. Looks like he's fairly healthy moving right now.
A.J. Brown's by himself to the right. It's a 1st and 10 for Philadelphia. Fake the handoff. Hurts has time. Hurts in the pocket, looking. Hurts now trying to run. He's hit at the 39-yard line. Jonathan Allen. It'll be a gain of 1. Allen got him up high as Hurts was starting to go down low. 2nd down and long. Reminder that 2 weeks from today, Super Bowl 59 from New Orleans. You can catch all the action and excitement of Super Sunday on Fox. Check your local listings for more details.
Thought Jalen Hurts missed an opportunity right there, trying to get a deep hook route to A.J. Brown. Felt like the linebacker split. There was a window to throw it, but just held it a tick too long, which really has become an issue for Jalen Hurts.
3 carries, 4 yards for Hurts. 2nd down and long. Handoff, cut to the right, there's a hole, and Barkley takes on a tackler and wins. 1st down. Good block from Steen. 9-yard pickup for Barkley. They'll move the chains at midfield.
Well, we see the quickness, we see the speed, and then you also see the strength right there as he gets into the secondary and just runs over the DB on his way to a 1st down.
Yeah, it was Sain Rustil who got trucked on the play. 1st down, just shy of midfield. Fake the handoff, Hurts running to his left, and Hurts just goes down. There were players on the Washington side ready for him, including Bobby Wagner, who hemmed him in. So they'll mark him down after a gain of a half yard. That's it.
Well, it's easy to look at those plays sometime, Ian, and go, why do they do that? Maybe he can't move, but just the threat of him pulling the football and getting around the edge, knowing that he scored a 40-plus yard touchdown last week, is enough to just hold these linebackers and freeze them to possibly set up a big play for Barkley at some point in this game.
Shotgun formation, 2 receivers off to the right, 1 to the left. We're down to 3 minutes to play in this first half. 14-12, Eagles leading Washington. Motion man Smith to the far side, handoff, little dance from Barkley running up the middle, and he takes it to the 46-yard line. Allen, along with Wagner and Igbenogany, collaborate on the stop. It's a 4-yard gain.
Mentioned not a lot of touches for Saquon Barkley, but it seems like every time they give it to him, it's 4, 5, 6 yards. Got to keep plugging away, trying to dominate up front. That's really what they've been about all year long. It's where they have maybe their greatest advantages with that offensive line that many believe is the best in the league.
Kellen Moore, the play caller in his first year with the team, rushes on. Hurts has to throw it, trying to handle it on the near side. It's incomplete. Barkley intended target, and Jeremy Chin had a beat on the quarterback. It's 4th down.
And there's another issue that Jalen Hurts at times can struggle with is pressure. They bring pressure from the left-hand side. There's a free hitter over there. I don't believe it was a mistake up front, but you got to have a quick answer. No answer has to roll the other direction and just try to force one. I'm going to guess here, being on the field, they're just going to try to draw Washington off sides, but hey, maybe they say, hey, we're not in field goal range. Let's just try to get it with just a couple minutes to go on the clock.
This is 4th and 5 for Philly. The offense remains on there. 2 seconds, 1 second. They snap it. Hurts in the pocket. Hurts. He's going to dial up the deep ball left side. Caught. A.J. Brown handles it along the left sideline. They convert on 4th down inside the 15. Taking a chance, and it pays off for Philly. 31 yards.
Wow. That's not the play you expect on 4th and 5 to wing it down the field. Washington brings the pressure. It's one-on-one. Lattimore against A.J. Brown. That's the matchup that they want if you're Washington, but a perfect throw, perfect release by A.J. Brown for the big 1st down.
We have hit the 2-minute warning here in Philly. The Eagles 14, the Commanders 12. You're listening to the NFC Championship Game on Westwood One. Paramount Plus.
Winter savings are heating up at BMW of Atlantic City. With an incredible selection and dropping interest rates, there's never been a better time to buy. Plus, qualified buyers pay nothing for 90 days with approved credit. Their expert team is ready to help you find your perfect BMW with personalized service that puts you first. Visit BMWAtlanticCity.com or stop by today. BMW of Atlantic City, your trusted destination for exceptional BMW savings this season. No payments for 90 days requires approved credit. See dealer for complete details.
Hey, AI, how many touchdowns did the Eagles score in the 2023 season?
The Eagles scored 49 touchdowns in the 2023 season.
Hey, AI, I had a fall recently. I need to recover. Please help me walk again.
I'm sorry, but that is beyond my capabilities.
Hey, AI, my parents are getting older and I can't care for them by myself. Can you help me care for them?
I'm sorry, that is beyond my capabilities. AI will never replace care, but here's what I found for the best care near you.
Autumn Lake Healthcare Centers, trusted leaders in skilled nursing rehabilitation and senior care, and proud partners of the Philadelphia Eagles.
Something good to know from First Bank of Sea Isle City. We have all of today's innovative banking products just like the big banks, but we offer something they can't. A personal community focus. Let's get you started with Bill Pay. You save time when you pay your bills online. It's fast, easy, and convenient. First Bank of Sea Isle City. A community bank that delivers more for you every day. Personal service, today's technology, from the people who truly care. Learn more at firstbankseaisle.com.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Winter is here. Are you prepared? Don't get left in the dark. Kelvy Electric, a certified Generac dealer, has you covered. From installation to maintenance, they're your go-to experts for Generac generators, ensuring your home stays powered through any storm. A Generac home standby generator will automatically restore power to your home during an outage, so your life goes on uninterrupted. Put your trust in Kelvy Electric, the premier electrical contractor, serving South Jersey for over 110 years. Visit CalvyElectric.com today and stay ahead of any storm.
Get your game on at the Gallery Bar Book and Games in Ocean Casino Resort this football season.
Open Westwood One Sports. You'll be taken straight to the action. That's Open Westwood One Sports to listen on Alexa. A perfect throw from Jalen Hurts to set up Philadelphia at the 14-yard line of Washington. Barkley in the backfield with Blassingame. So a fullback is in there. They hand it off. Barkley cuts to his left. And Barkley is buried short of the 10, just inside the 12. It's a 2-yard pickup. Martin and Luvu combine on the hit.
It's such a huge play. You go for it on fourth down. You don't get it there. You give the Commanders the football back just inside their own territory with a couple minutes to go. Only up 2. Who knows? Chance to go down at the half. You complete that, put yourself inside the 20. Not only a chance to get points, chance to get a touchdown here before the half. Huge turn of events. We saw it with Washington. Go for it on the fake punt. Now you got the Eagles doing it on their own and throwing it down the field.
Timeout taken. The rosters are in. Celebrate the NFL's biggest stars as they compete in the two-part AFC versus NFC competition. Pro Bowl games presented by Verizon in Orlando on ESPN. Go to probowl.com/watch to learn more. Second down and 8 at the 12 of Washington. Hurts making sure everybody's on the same page. Trips to the right, one receiver left. Barkley in the backfield. Shotgun. Hurts has the snap. He unforks it. End zone. It bounces off the hands of Goddard. Incomplete coverage from Lattimore. Goddard looking for a call.
Brought the pressure once again. It was a good pickup. Little skinny post on the backside. Ball was off the hands, a little bit high, but off the hands of Goddard. I see why he's complaining. Lattimore at one point put both hands on the outside of him, but then I thought he got him off the receiver and just made a nice play at the end, but I can see why he's asking for a call.
Third down and 8. Dotson goes in motion from right to left, the former Commander. And the flag comes out. Whistle stopped the play. Shotgun snap to Hurts. The play is dead.
Full start by the offense, number 1. It's a 5-yard penalty. It's still third down. Please reset the game clock to 1:51.
So back it up 5 yards. False start against Jalen Hurts. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 13 at the 17-yard line of Washington. 1:51 to go. Each team has 2 timeouts remaining. Philadelphia leads the Commanders 14-12. 3rd and 13 from the 17-yard line of Washington. Gainwell now in there to the left of Hurts. 3 receivers right, 1 to the left. Hurts moving pocket to the right, rushes on. Hurts throws it, end zone! Incomplete, flag down. Looked like for a moment Devontae Smith was going to catch it. Lattimore had the coverage. Penalty marker on the play. Lattimore and A.J. Brown are now exchanging words. The officials get in between them. And there are multiple flags in the end zone.
Early on the field is an incomplete pass. Pass interference in the end zone. Defense number 23. The ball will be placed at the 1-yard line. It's first down.
I like the defensive play call by Washington. They came with the all-out blitz, what we call blitz zero. So they had extra rushers coming, forcing Jalen Hurts out of the pocket, but you got to stay on the backside edge. Allowed him to get outside to the right, and then he just flips the one-on-one to Devontae Smith, and we've seen it so often. You throw a ball one-on-one up against tight man coverage, you're going to see a flag come out quite often. There was definitely contact on the back end, and a big break there for Philadelphia.
First and goal at the 1. 1:45 to play. First half, tush push into the end zone for the touchdown. Flags down. Brown getting into it with the Washington defenders.
And with the one you were just talking about, it was Lattimore again.
And they're trying to restore order here between these two teams. Philadelphia extends its lead. Jalen Hurts, the rushing touchdown, 20-12. Lattimore's helmet is off. He's talking to whoever will listen right now. And he and Brown really got into it, engaged at the goal line. Send it down to Ross Tucker.
Yeah, guys, they have been going at it all game long. They have history from the Week 16 matchup with several pass interference penalties. I'll fill you in after this.
Early on the field is a touchdown. After the play was over, personal foul, unnecessary roughness, defense number 23. Philadelphia has elected to enforce this foul on the try from the 2 to the 1 and go for 2 points.
So Sean Hockley fills us in. They're going to go for 2 here. They're trying to get Lattimore to calm down and get his head back in the game.
We've seen this at times before from Lattimore. You think about the Mike Evans-Lattimore battles that they had so many times and how often it got physical and, even to the point where there's flags going on. And as Ross was saying, these two have been battling back and forth, get physical. And when you've got a guy on one side of the ball that can lose their temper a little bit, you push the envelope, and it looked like that's exactly what A.J. Brown did. Hey, I'm going to get a little physical on this play, see if I can draw a flag, and did just that.
Currently 20-12. The ball is at the 1-yard line. They set up for the tush push once again. Looking for the 2 points. Second try. Push initially didn't get there, and the officials rule him short. They did not convert. Let's get the rest of the story from Ross.
Just piggybacking off the Marshawn Lattimore, A.J. Brown. I mentioned the last game they went at each other a bunch, and then here on the Devontae Smith pass interference penalty, A.J. Brown got in Lattimore's face on the tush-push touchdown. He went after him, blocking him. Lattimore didn't like it. They ripped each other's helmet off, and that's why Lattimore got the penalty.
All right, Ross, 1:44 to go in this first half. Philadelphia on top of Washington 20-12. You're listening to the NFC Championship Game on Westwood One.
My friends swim no matter the season, but my moderate to severe plaque psoriasis can sometimes take me out of the moment. Now, thanks to Skyrizi and clear skin, count me in. With Skyrizi, Risankizumab Riza, a prescription-only 150 milligram injection for adults who are candidates for systemic or phototherapy. 3 out of 4 people achieve 90% clear skin at 4 months.
Don't use if allergic to Skyrizi. Serious allergic reactions and an increased risk of infections or a lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check for infection and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection or symptoms such as fever, sweats, chills, muscle aches, or cough, or if you plan to or recently received a vaccine.
Thanks to Skyrizi, there's nothing on my skin, and that means everything. Ask to your doctor today about Skyrizi, the #1 dermatologist-prescribed biologic in psoriasis. And visit skyrizi.com or call 1-866-SKYRIZI to learn more.
Now Taxes is 100% free when you file in the TurboTax app if you didn't file with us last year.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, just do your own taxes in the app by 2/18.
What if I have lots of forms?
All good, all 100% free.
What if I had 3 jobs?
Still 100% free.
What if I once saw Bigfoot?
That has nothing to do with taxes, so still 100% free.
Now that's what I'm talking about.
Now this is Taxes. See if you qualify in the TurboTax app. Excludes TurboTax Live, must start and file in app by 2/18.
The NFL is committed to sticking to your game plan and always betting responsibly. If you bet, remember to set your limits, never chase your losses, and only bet what you can afford to lose. To learn more about responsible betting and discover resources to help build your game plan, visit the National Council of Problem Gambling at responsibleplay.org. If you or someone you know may have a gambling problem, please call or text the following 24-hour confidential helpline, 1-800-GAMBLER.
Along with the Hall of Famer Kurt Warner and Ross Tucker, Ian Eagle here on Westwood One. You're listening to the NFC Championship Game presented by Intuit TurboTax. Kurt, decision was made when the penalty occurred. They moved the ball up to the 1, and Philadelphia elected to go for 2. Currently up by 8. They don't get the 2-pointer. They could have kicked the extra point to go up by 9. Thoughts?
I'm a guy that always likes to take more guaranteed points, and I always like to make sure that I'm up more than one possession. So for me, I'm kicking that for sure.
The bounce from Elliott. Nichols, the return man. He runs into a wall, and the ball is free. Nichols coughs it up at the 25. Philadelphia jumps on top of it. It's gone from bad to worse for Washington.
Wow, disaster strikes. 4th down conversion by the Eagles on the last drive sets them up for 6. Then you come back with 1:44 on the clock and a chance to feel like you could maybe get some points on the board. Hand it back to Philly, it looks like.
So the hit by Shipley knocked it free. And the ball just rolled around for a couple of yards before Gainwell got in there.
Williams with a fumble recovered by Philadelphia, 1st down.
So you've got 2 running backs on special teams making it happen.
Well, and then to add insult to injury, got to remember that Philly gets the ball coming out of the second half as well. So you like to see if you can double up. The Eagles have a chance to triple up here in the last 2 minutes of the first half, and then the first drive of the second.
There was some concern after the 2-point try. Dickerson was limping along the Philadelphia sideline, but he's out there right now to snap it for Philly. They've got a 1st down at the 24 of Washington. Barkley in the backfield to the right of Hurts. Motion man to the near side of the formation is Smith. Fake the handoff. Hurts will throw it. Got it, makes the catch on the right side and leans in to the 17. Gets hit by Jeremy Chin. And they pick up 7 on the play. It looked like Juergens was ready to check in, and then Dickerson waved him off. Juergens had his helmet on. It's going to be a quarterback run to the right. Hurts breaks away to the 10, and he cuts upfield for the touchdown. But a flag is down at the 13-yard line. Everybody walking back to the line of scrimmage.
Holding by the offense, number 69. It's a 10-yard penalty. Replay 2nd down.
And it's Dickerson.
And he's limping a lot on that left leg. You just wonder, not able to create some of the movement there, so he just reaches out and grabs the jersey of Bobby Wagner. But you wonder if it's because of that knee injury, but Jalen Hurts looked pretty good right there. A play that they love to run. Empty the backfield, try to get only 5 in the box, so you got 5 on 5, and let your quarterback do the work, and he turned on the jets to get inside the pylon.
And Kurt, the first designed run of the day for Jalen Hurts, and it was successful, but Dickerson got caught on the hold. So back it up to the 24-yard line. Barkley in the backfield, shotgun formation, handling the snap. Hurts trying to get out of the pocket, breaks away from one, now going to his left. Hurts tries to set himself. He will chuck it downfield, incomplete to the left sideline. Frankie Louvu among those putting the pressure from the Washington side.
Well, once again, they bring the pressure. It was picked up nicely. Couldn't find anybody on his first read to the right-hand side. When he broke out to the left, there were no receivers on that side of the football. So good decision by Jalen Hurts to just find a way to turn the body and get the ball down past the sticks and save any lost yardage.
Dickerson remains in there. He is in at center, replacing Cam Jurgens, who is dealing with a back injury, but Jurgens does have his helmet on. Shotgun on 3rd down and 10. Hurts deep drop. He throws it. Catch made by Barkley. Angles out of bounds and a flag thrown. Barkley got hit. Saber's still there. Washington, they are disagreeing with intensity. But 2 flags came flying in as Barkley ducked out of bounds and Saber still hit him with the right side of the body leaning in on Barkley.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, late hit out of bounds, defense number 0. The penalties half the distance to the goal from the end of the run. First down.
I got to say, Ian, I don't like the call. By the letter of the law, probably right, because his left foot just hits the white. But he's coming up 100 miles an hour as Saquon Barkley's coming down the sideline, and you want to make sure you meet him at the point of attack. And as that momentum's carrying him, Barkley steps out of bounds. Boom, the hit is right after that. I just think sometimes you got to let him play football, even though I understand by the letter of the law, maybe it was a penalty.
Self-inflicted wounds here for Washington. 1st and goal at the 10 for Philadelphia. Motion man is Smith. We're down to 50 seconds to go. Handoff. Barkley running left. Barkley chewing up yards. And he's tackled along that left hash mark at the 4-yard line by Johnny Newton. That's a gain of 6. Timeout taken. 45 seconds on the clock. A reminder, stay with us. NFC Championship Game halftime report on Westwood One, sponsored by Wendy's. Scott Graham will look back at the previous meetings between Kansas City and Buffalo in the playoffs. Freshen up your morning with Wendy's breakfast like a breakfast Baconator, ready for a fresh wake-up call. Gotta be Wendy's at participating U.S. Wendy's.
And I'm one of those guys, and I know that you can't really know the intention of anybody, but there was no part of that was any kind of a cheap shot. Wasn't really looking to be a late hit or anything like that. And that's why, to me, sometimes it's just like you have to understand the speed of the game, and it's bang, bang, that you can't call that. That's one that can turn this game so completely in one direction. I just don't like the call.
It would have been 4th down. That was a 3rd down pass to Barkley. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 4. Philadelphia trying to add to its lead. Shotgun, the snap, the handoff to Barkley from Hurts, and he runs into a brick wall at the 4, led by the veteran Carl Davis. No gain on the play. 2 seconds come off the clock, and a quick timeout taken.
I'm kind of surprised that they're taking timeouts so quickly. You got 43 seconds on the clock. You know that you've only got 2 plays left. You don't really need to leave that much time on the clock to run 2 plays, knowing you've got... Oh, did Washington call that one?
They did.
Okay, I got you. I was thinking that was Philly on that one. Guess Washington trying to save the time, see if they could do something on the other end. My bad.
So it's going to be 3rd and goal here for Philadelphia at the 4-yard line of Washington. Couple of turnovers from the Commanders. And Philadelphia trying to take advantage. As mentioned, they will get the football to open up the second half. This is a 3rd and goal. Pistol formation with Hurts and Barkley. Smith by himself to the right. Goddard in motion to the left. The throw. Smith, corner of the end zone. A.J. Brown is there. Touchdown! Philadelphia! Inner excellence. A.J. Brown. He adds to the Eagles' lead.
That looks like outer excellence to me, but I don't know how you rule it. He is just physically having his way, trying to get up and press him. Just shakes him at the line or at the goal line. Gets both feet in. And what a huge turn of events off of that turnover and then that personal foul.
Sainer still the cover man. Philadelphia an extra point away from a 27-12 lead. Jake Elliott will do the honors for Philly. Snap, placement, and that one is not through to extend it for Philly. 39 seconds to play, first half, 27-12. The Eagles in front. You're listening to the NFC Championship Game on Westwood One.
My friends swim no matter the season, but my moderate to severe plaque psoriasis can sometimes take me out of the moment. Now, thanks to Skyrizi and clear skin, count me in. With Skyrizi, Risankizumab Riza, a prescription-only 150 milligram injection for adults who are candidates for systemic or phototherapy. 3 out of 4 people achieve 90% clear skin at 4 months.
Don't use if allergic to Skyrizi. Serious allergic reactions and an increased risk of infections or a lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check for infection and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection or symptoms such as fever, sweats, chills, muscle aches, or cough, or if you plan to or recently received a vaccine.
Thanks to Skyrizi, there's nothing on my skin, and that means everything. Ask your doctor today about Skyrizi, the #1 dermatologist prescribed biologic in psoriasis, and visit Skyrizi.com or call 1-866-SKYRIZI to learn more.
Enter a brave new world with America's #1 brand of shaving cream, Barbasol. Gear up with Barbasol collector's cans featuring Marvel Studios' Captain America Brave New World. Because superhero confidence starts with a great shave.
You want me? Come and get me!
Barbasol limited edition cans in stores now. Collect them all before they're gone. And see Marvel Studios' Captain America Brave New World only in theaters February 14th. This film is not yet rated.
Lowe's knows how to help make your Super Bowl 59 party a touchdown. Let them help you prep your home to host with top brands like Charbroil, Blackstone, and LG so you can be the MVP of game day. Plus, use the Lowe's app to find what you need for a seamless shopping run. Or huddle up with the Lowe's Red Vest Associates to help make all your game time hosting decisions.
Every Westwood One NFL broadcast from now until Super Bowl 59 is being streamed for free. You can listen to our coverage on every playoff game via the NFL's official app on WestwoodOneSports.com or by asking your Alexa-enabled device to open Westwood One Sports. Philadelphia now in front 27-12 with 39 seconds to play in this first half. Eagles kick it off from left to right. This has been a flurry from Philly.
I mean, no doubt. I mean, I'm looking, it's 14-12. Just over 2 minutes to go on the clock. 4th down for the Eagles. And since then, this thing has just gone crazy.
Elliott on the approach, end-over-end kick. He booms it 5 yards deep in the end zone. And Washington will take a knee with Austin Eckler. They do have 39 seconds to work with here. We know with Jaden Daniels, that's an eternity. He can move this team down the field and try to get a little bit of juice back before we hit the break.
Especially knowing that the Eagles are getting the ball out of the half. Like, if they weren't and you were getting the ball, maybe you say, okay, let's just go into halftime and regroup. But now you say, man, if we're going to give them the ball back, almost feel like you have to try to get something out of this, but you just don't want to be careless with the football and do something stupid.
Trent Scott is back in at right guard. Sam Cosmi done for the season. The throw from Daniels to the right side. Catch made. Eckler works that right sideline, and he's out of bounds. Chased out by Oren Burks. That is a modest gain of 3. Stops the clock. 34 seconds to go.
And a good decision right there. You want to just start with a couple positive plays. See if you can get some momentum before you push the ball down the field.
2nd down and 7. Daniels, shotgun formation, 3 receivers left. Daniels, he guns it over the middle. Catch made at the 40. The curl by Ertz, good enough for a first down. He's tackled just short of the 42 by Blankenship. 9-yard gain. They rush to the line. They push. Philly does Washington with flags down before they could snap it. 3 flags, in fact. And we have an injured commander on the play. It's Biadish. He was the one that was pushed.
Looked like maybe a hand got up into his face mask, poked him in the eye. Jalen Carter, as he was coming across.
Before the snap, encroachment, defense number 98. It's a 5-yard penalty. It'll be 1st and 5. The offense will choose to start the clock on the snap.
So they're going to advance it. Biadish appears to be okay. He was hunched over, and you might be right. A finger may have gotten inside the cage.
And now you're at the point, Ian, where you've got a couple positive plays. If you're going to get some points, you got to push the ball. No timeouts left. Obviously, you'd love to be able to throw it to the sideline and get out of bounds, but you got to push the ball. If you're going to push it down the middle of the field, get a chunk play here and tell everybody, hey, we got to hustle up and clock this thing if we get a completion inbounds.
21 seconds on the clock. The ball is at the 46 of Washington. Daniels, shotgun, 3 receivers right. Daniels, deep drop, steps up. He's got room. To midfield, to the 45, near side 40, turns it upfield to the 35, and he flies out of bounds on the near sideline. He propelled himself to the sideline to make sure he got out. That's a 19-yard scramble. 8 seconds come off the clock. 13 seconds remain.
That was a really good job. I think it was Blankenship that came up and forced Daniels back inside of him. And so you're thinking, great, somebody make a tackle and the clock will probably run out. And Daniels cuts up inside and then jets to the sideline and dives out of bounds to stop the clock.
And a timeout called by Philly. Washington has it at the 35. So very quickly the Commanders have worked their way into Philadelphia territory. 13 seconds left on the clock. Hey, if you want to be a better player, a smarter coach, or a more informed fan, Kurt Warner has created the perfect tool for you. QBConfidential.com. That's QBConfidential.com. Join the team today. Put it on your favorites list.
There you go. And we're right at that point, 13 seconds, where you say to yourself, okay, can we throw a quick slant, catch it, get down, and have enough time to get up and clock it, or do we have to throw it out of bounds and stop the clock? So you have to ask those questions. You're obviously letting everybody in the huddle know, hey, if we complete this thing, everybody is running up to the line of scrimmage, hand the ball to the official if we're going to try to do that.
Daniels has been fantastic in these situations as a rookie. The throw to the near side, catch made at the 30-yard line. Ertz working that sideline and decided to deliver a little contact to Isaiah Rodgers in the process. 11-yard gain, 6 seconds on the clock as he ducks out of bounds, and they certainly give Gonzalez a chance at a makeable field goal.
And you're almost amazed when defenses allow that to happen. You know that there's a specific play in everybody's playbook where it's basically 3 deep out or 3 outs to that sideline. All you got to do is protect the 3 different levels and force them inside, allowing them to throw the quick flat route, pick up 10 and get out of bounds. Just can't let that happen if you're a defense.
Philadelphia is going to use its final timeout. Washington was lining up for a 42-yard field goal attempt. 6 seconds on the clock. So the Commanders hustled out onto the field. Play clock was winding down, but they were going to have plenty of time. Philadelphia decided to have Gonzalez think about it a little bit more. Philadelphia currently up 27-12 with 6 seconds remaining. Tyler Ott will snap it. Tress Way is the holder. They set it up along the left hash mark. A 42-yard attempt. Zane Gonzalez. Snap. Placement. Kick. On the way. Gonzalez. He knocks it through. 2 seconds remaining. 27-15, Philly. With that field goal, Barbasol will make another donation to Kurt and Brenda Warner's Treasure House, a living community for adults with disabilities. Barbasol Shaving Cream, delivering a quality shave at an honest value for over 100 years. Breaking the action, 27-15, Eagles in front. You're listening to the NFC Championship Game on Westwood One.
From taking on extra shifts to the years of hard work, the success you've already had matters at University of Maryland Global Campus because we're a school for real life. Classes start February 12th. Apply now and save with no application fee. An accredited state university, UMGC lets you earn up to 90 credits toward a bachelor's for prior learning, life, and work experience, or transfer up to 12 credits toward a master's. We offer affordable tuition and online and hybrid classes. Learn more at umgc.edu. Certified to operate in Virginia by Chev.
Philadelphia's got the lead, 27-15. Washington just converted on a field goal to cut into it. Only 2 seconds remain. Gonzalez with the ball on the tee. He kicks this one to the end zone, and Gainwell's going to take it out 2 yards deep, then slides down at the 18-yard line. That's how this first half will end, Kurt, with Philadelphia, a lot of things going their way. Washington hanging around.
Yeah, I mean, we had ourselves a game there for a while, kind of battling back and forth. Washington overcoming some mistakes, but man, after giving up that fourth down and then fumbling that away in that last 144 to give up 14 points and knowing the Eagles got the football, and this first drive of the second half is going to be huge for both sides.
End of the first half, 27-15, Eagles in front. When we come back, Scott Graham joins us from our Progressive Insurance Studios with the halftime report. Save when you bundle auto, home, or motorcycle insurance. Visit Progressive.com. You're listening to the NFC Championship Game on Westwood One.
Whether you're ordering wings for the game, whipping up a 7-layer dip, or ordering pizza, there's something about football that makes you want to eat. And this football season, Uber Eats has the best deals on game day food. No matter what you're craving, from 2-for-1 pizza to buy one, get one wings, Uber Eats will be dropping new deals each week, all season long. Uber Eats, official on-demand delivery partner of the NFL. Order now. Terms and conditions apply. See app for details.
What's better than one win? 3 wins. With Straight Savings, you keep your own phone, get one line for only $25 a month with real unlimited data, and get rewarded with a $200 phone credit after 12 months. It's a win-win-win. Head to Walmart or visit straighttalk.com today. Switch to Straight Talk. Less dollars, more sense. Straight Savings Plan enrollment requires compatible unlocked device and new line of service. Bonus device credit requires 12 months of active service. Offer ends if eligibility requirements are no longer met. Taxes and fees apply. For network management practices, see Straight Talk's terms and conditions.
Welcome to the NFC Championship Game halftime report on Westwood One. Sponsored by Wendy's. Freshen up your morning with Wendy's breakfast. Like a breakfast baconator. Ready for a fresh wake-up call? Gotta be Wendy's. At participating U.S. Wendy's. Now, here's your host, Scott Graham.
From our Westwood One studios, we have reached halftime in Philadelphia. We've seen some key plays and a lot of fireworks from both of these teams in the first half, and 42 points put on the board. Eagles with a big flurry toward the end of the half with a 27-15 lead as they try to punch their ticket to the Super Bowl. Now, this is Championship Sunday. In game number 2, we switch to the AFC, and for the 4th time in the last 5 years, the Kansas City Chiefs and the Buffalo Bills will get together. As we look ahead to this one, we look back into one very specific game that everybody remembers from January 23rd, 2022 in the divisional round of the 2021 season. It's time for a memorable moment in Bills-Chiefs playoff history, sponsored by Straight Talk Wireless. On a night that featured 25 combined points and 3 lead changes in the final 2 minutes, the Bills' Gabe Davis put up 201 yards receiving, and his last catch of the game put Buffalo on the brink of hosting the AFC title game.
1st and 10 at the Chiefs' 19. Bills trying to win this one late. 17 seconds to play. Down by 4. 3 receivers left. Shotgun snap, Allen. Chiefs rush 4. Pocket holds. Allen throws over the middle. Caught! Touchdown! Untouched! Into the end zone. It's Gabriel Davis. One beyond the hat trick. He's got 4 touchdown catches tonight. And the Bills take a 35-33 lead with 13 seconds to play in Kansas City.
13 seconds. That's the name of this game in the minds of many NFL fans. Buffalo kicked off deep and gave Mahomes a sliver of hope. He hit Tyreek Hill for 19 yards using just 5 seconds before a timeout. But down by 3, the Chiefs needed more. And their all-pro tight end, who had yet to meet Taylor Swift, help Mahomes find it.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Bills rush 4. Mahomes throws. Kelsey open inside the 40. Breaks the tackle and down at the 30-yard line. Timeout. Kansas City. 3 seconds to go. They put themselves in position to send us to overtime.
The play to Travis, I mean, it was kind of a thing where he wasn't necessarily supposed to do that, but after the timeout, we got to look at what the defense was doing. And he actually said it to me. He's like, "Hey, if they do it again, I'm gonna take it right down the middle between both the guys guarding me." And he went up the field, gave him the ball, and he got in field goal range.
49-yarder to keep the season alive. Good snap, good hold. The kick is on its way for Butker. It is good. We're going to overtime. We're going to overtime in Kansas City.
The Chiefs won the toss in overtime, and Mahomes went 5 for 5 to put his team on the Buffalo 8, while relegating his rival to mere spectator.
Josh Allen waiting on the sidelines, desperate for a chance. First and goal at the 8.
Saquon Barkley.
Mahomes gets the shotgun snap. Pumps, throws for the end zone to Kelsey, adjusting, makes the catch, touchdown! Travis Kelsey!
3 plays. Tressway comes in to punt, but instead of punting, he throws a 23-yard dime to Ben Sinnott to Commanders drive. They end up again having to settle, though, for a Zane Gonzalez field goal to make it 14-6. Next time the Eagles get the football, they end up missing a 54-yard field goal. That's when the Commanders responded with a touchdown pass you just heard on the way in to Terry McLaurin to cut it to a 14-12 game. Tried to go for 2. That did not work, and the Commanders found themselves just down by 2. But right before the 2-minute warning, Eagles drive the ball down the field. A couple penalties help. A PI that they call on Marshawn Lattimore in the end zone, gets a first and goal. Jalen Hurts runs it in from just a yard out, makes it a 20-12 game. There's an unnecessary roughness call on Marshawn Lattimore that is enforced on the extra point. So the Eagles decide to push. They get stopped short. And so just like that, it's just an 8-point game, 20-12. You're feeling good if you're the Commanders. But the ensuing kickoff, Jeremy McNichols, who has been so steady for this team this season, fumbles the kickoff. Eventually the Eagles get it in the end zone, and this time just kick the PAT up 27-12, and then the Commanders right before the half drive at 4 plays, 46 yards and 37 seconds to convert the 42-yard Zane Gonzalez field goal to make it a 27-15 game, and that's where we stand right now. Of course, the Eagles will get the ball coming out of the locker room with this 12-point lead. Jalen Hurts certainly not as mobile as normal, but is moving well enough. 12 of 18, 141 yards and a touchdown pass. Saquon Barkley been an absolute killer. That big run, 9 for 85 and 2 TDs. And A.J. Brown is not reading books today. He's catching balls, 4 for 61 and a touchdown. Terry McLaurin, the Commanders' leading receiver, 2 for 43 and a score. Jaden Daniels, 15 of 24, 138 yards passing and a touchdown. He also is the team's leading rusher, 4 carries, 31 yards. So the Commanders have some work to do here in the second half of play if they want to come back and extend what has been a magical postseason run. Philadelphia 15-12 first down advantage, 233 total yards to the Eagles, 214 for the Commanders. Philadelphia just has, again, won the giveaway takeaway category. Commanders 2 turnovers, Eagles none. 3 penalties, 27 yards. The Commanders were pretty costly. Set up 2 touchdowns for the Eagles with those 2 penalties, 2 unnecessary roughnesses, and then at 4 for 25 on Philadelphia. Commanders with a slight edge at time of possession, 15-27 to 14-33. They have to figure some things out with the defense, get some stops right away, and start chipping away at this deficit. We'll come back, get you set up for the AFC Championship game after this one. It's the final thoughts before we send it back out to the link to Bram, Logan, and London for the start of the second half. This is the Washington Commanders Radio Network.
On the corner. So what's the plan? Are you going to do the same thing you do every year? Or are you going to step it up and try something even better? Get a Super Bowl experience like no other at the Verizon Super Bowl Fan Fest, coming to Northwest Stadium on February 9th. You'll get exclusive access to the stadium, where your favorite players make history. Mingle with your hosts Santana Moss, other NFL legends, the Command Force, and Major Tuddy, all while enjoying live music and crushing game day bites. Try your hand at football challenges, tailgate games, and more. Super Bowl only comes once a year. who's ready to celebrate bigger than ever before. Don't miss Verizon Fan Fest, coming to Northwest Stadium February 9th. Tickets are limited and going fast. Don't miss out. Visit your local Verizon store or VerizonFanFest.com to find out more and request free tickets today. Must be 18 years or older to attend. Additional terms and conditions apply. See VerizonFanFest.com for details. That's VerizonFanFest.com.
Pepsi Zero Sugar has taken its flavor to the next level. A Zero Sugar Cola has never tasted this good. But we don't expect you to take our word for it, so we're putting it to the test. Starting with me. My mouth is watering already, so I think we can skip the drum roll and get right to the main event. Cue the fireworks. We have an official best Zero Sugar ever. It's delicious, it's refreshing, and it's so good you'll need to try it for yourself. Trust me. Pepsi Zero Sugar. Zero never tasted so good. That's what I like.
Right now at Wendy's, take $3 off when you spend $15 with the in-app offer every day. That's everything you needed to know, so we have some time to kill. Here's some exotic birds. Here's the sound of a Dave's Double you just ordered. And here's a recreation of you saving $3 on your order.
Oh, sweet. I just saved $3 on my order.
Nice. Let's recap. Spend $15 at Wendy's. Get $3 off with the in-app offer every day, all year long.
Limited time offer. Participating U.S. Wendy's. Redeem the Wendy's app. Account registration required. See offer in Wendy's app for details.
This is Command Center at the Half, presented by GEHA. Here's your host, Scott Jackson.
Eagles on top 27-15. We'll get the ball to start the second half as we get you the halftime numbers brought to you by Royal Farms, real fresh, real fast. We already did that. Second half preview ahead. Obviously, the Eagles get the ball first. Commanders just need to figure out a way to stop Philadelphia. We've not seen Philadelphia punt in this football game yet. So the Commanders have got to flip that script if they're going to come back and win this football game and obviously stop turning the ball over and perhaps get some takeaways. Buffalo and Kansas City will kick off at 6:30 for the AFC Championship game as the Chiefs try to continue that three-peat. All right, coming up, we'll be with you after the game. Command Center post-game huddle live here from Craft House Reston, 1880 Explorer Street in Reston Town Center. Come on out and see us. It is packed right now for the game. We'll be here for you after the game to talk about this one. All right, Bram, London, and Logan straight ahead with the start of the second half. 27-15, the Eagles on top. This is the Washington Commanders Radio Network.
Security requires a team effort. That's why U.S. government professionals rely on Fortinet Federal's industry-leading technology and engineering expertise for advanced infrastructure and cybersecurity capabilities designed to defend against malicious actors. With a singular focus on solutions for the federal government and their mission partners, Fortinet Federal can help you simplify operations, converge infrastructure, and secure your data. Trusted cybersecurity for government everywhere you need it. See more at FortinetFederal.com. That's FortinetFederal.com.
Do you want to tackle COVID this season? Ask your pharmacist or doctor about how a non-mRNA vaccine can help. Commanders Radio is brought to you in part by Novavax, your local vaccine company, and a proud partner of the Washington Commanders. Don't punt on getting your COVID vaccination this season. Learn more at ChooseNovavax.com.
It's the New Year Better Sleep Sale at Mattress Warehouse. Save up to $1,000 on top name brands. Sealy, Tempur-Pedic, Beautyrest, Purple, Casper, and more. Plus, get a free adjustable base with select mattress purchases. The only place to use true diagnostic technology to help you find the right mattress for your body. Mattress Warehouse makes it even easier with 0% interest financing. Free next day delivery and a 1-year lowest price guarantee. Don't miss the New Year Better Sleep Sale at Mattress Warehouse.
For over 87 years, GEHA, Government Employees Health Association, has offered health and dental benefits designed to meet the unique needs of federal employees and retirees, military retirees, and their families. With over 2 million members and growing, GEHA continues to serve those members and families who serve all of us every day. At GEHA, your health is not our business, it's our purpose. Learn more at GEHA.com.
This is Washington Commanders football.
Welcome back to Lincoln Financial Field here in the broadcast booth. Bram Whitestein, London Fletcher, Logan Paulson with you as we get set for the second half of the NFC Championship, where the home team Philadelphia Eagles lead 27-15. I could read a lot of stats. They're not great, especially for what the Eagles offense has done here, but I don't think that's the point here. This team, they haven't had the best roster. They got a lot of belief in one another. They have a brotherhood like nothing I've ever seen. London, you've played in playoff games this big. What are they talking about in the locker room?
Yeah, one thing they're talking about is ball security first and foremost. We spotted the Eagles with two turnovers. They got 14 points off of those turnovers. And also, the penalties have hurt us, especially on defense, extending drive, putting the Eagles in position to get points off of those penalties. So more points. Our offense has been able to move the football effectively against the Eagles defense, but we got to get stops on defense and not turn the football over.
We're ready for the second half kickoff. It's presented by Shaniga Mayos, and it's on its way from Zane Gonzalez. Right to left, Will Shipley fields it at the 2. 10, 15, 20. Straight ahead. Got popped by Michael Walker at the 30-yard line. That's the type of energy that they are looking for to make a play. There is an Eagle down from the coverage unit. That's Kenneth Gainwell. He plays a prominent role in their offense down at the 25-yard line. They're going to take a look at him.
Check.
Hey, Logan, what's the sideline like? This is a team that has had resolve like none other I've seen in my professional life covering and being around them. What's the mood on the sideline as they have a half to keep this season going?
Yeah, man, I think you got a couple guys coming to me and it's like, this is it. Let's expletive go. This is it. This is our time. And like you said, it's been this way the whole year. There's just been such a consistency, weathering the ups, weathering the downs. So if you're talking about belief and guys understanding what it's going to take, like these guys believe now. They got to go out and execute, make it happen. But, you know, they definitely believe in themselves.
Logan Paulson, Sideline Reports presented by American Military University. Savings for the whole family. There is some concern here for Kenneth Gainwell. The Eagles training staff is on the field. Bobby Wagner's even looking over at that. Of course, you don't see anybody at this stage. Got to get hurt. That's good news. He popped up. He's walking off under his own power. The Eagles are going to start the second half.
They got Jurgens back in the game. Jurgens is in the game.
Ooh. So Landon Dickerson, who started for Cam Jurgens, who throughout the week was dealing with a back injury, tried to work out in pregame. They did not deactivate him, but it was obvious they're going to use him in an emergency. Jurgens was working out in pregame. They didn't make him inactive, but it was obvious they were going to use him in an emergency situation. And they're calling that now because Landon Dickerson not only isn't playing center, he isn't on the field at left guard.
Right. Bears watching.
So Cam Jurgens, who clearly would not be in the game unless it was a necessity, is back at center here to start the second half. 27-15. First and 10 at the 31-yard line for the Eagles. Hurts is in the gun. Barkley to his right. They're going to start with a keep by Hurts, who gets out of the grasp of Frankie Luvu, running to the right side. He's got nowhere to go, and he's just pushed out of bounds by Bobby Wagner for a loss of 2.
That was a nice start. Nice play by Frankie Luvu. They bring him off the edge, and he doesn't crash down with Saquon Barkley. He goes straight to Jalen Hurts. And he didn't make the tackle, but he got just enough disruption to allow Bobby Wagner to chase down Hurts for the 2-yard loss.
Eagles go into the huddle here. They're taking their time to start the second half. They lost 2 on the first play. 2nd and 12 at their own 29-yard line. They enter the second half of the NFC Championship with a 12-point lead, 27-15. Snap to Hurts. Washington brings 4. A little pressure off the edge. George Armstrong gets there. A sack. They can get a 3 and out here. Let's get this half going.
If you went into the locker room and whatever the message was to this defense, it was well received. You get the negative yardage playing there. This time you just get Dorrance Armstrong beating Mulatto around the edge with speed, and he's able to get to Jalen Hurts for the sack.
And beats Jordan Mailata, one of the best pass blockers in the NFL. 7-yard loss. Let's get this half started right. 3rd and 19 for Philadelphia on the opening drive of the second half. They're back at their 22. Hurts in the gun. Goddard goes in motion. Here at the snap, they're going to throw quickly to the left, trying to set up a screen for Goddard. Cuts through a couple defenders. John Allen, Bobby Wagner crashed down at the 31. 3 and out.
3 and out. And that's exactly what you want to do from a defensive standpoint. Get the football back to your offense as quickly as possible. You could not have written a better script to start the second half from a defensive standpoint.
Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is the Washington Commanders Radio Network.
WBIG-FM Washington. This is your flagship station for the Washington Commanders. Big 100, DC's classic rock, and iHeart radio station.
Welcome back to the late. Graham Whiteside, London Fletcher, Logan Paulson. 3 and out to start the second half for the Eagles. Braden Mann on to punt for the first time today. Jamison Crowder runs away from it as it lands at the 25. Takes an Eagles bounce for an extra yard. Washington gets a 3 and out. They just see 2 minutes, 21 seconds go off the clock. They got the ball now to start the second half, down 27-15. You're listening to Washington Commanders football.
The Washington Commanders are on DC's Classic Rock.
Big 100.
Streaming on iHeartRadio.
When you need effective IT solutions, contact FCN. With over 30 years of experience in commercial and federal IT, FCN in Rockville is a leading provider of networking, data storage, and cybersecurity services from over 100 different manufacturers. For more information on how FCN can help support your federal agency, visit FCNIT.com. That's FCNIT.com. Put FCN's more than 30 years of experience in commercial and federal IT work to work for you today. Visit FCNIT.com to find out more today.
When you go to the movies, you eat popcorn. When you want a sweet treat on a stick, you have a popsicle. And when you want to have fun, you play new cash from the Maryland Lottery. There are 4 cash drawings a day. For each drawing, you just pick a number from 1 to 15 for a chance to win up to $2,500. Put a little in your day. Go to any Maryland Lottery retailer and say, "Cash please." And if your sound effect isn't working that day, just say, "Cash pop please." And please play responsibly.
Strong communities are built on good health. And at VHC Health, we're building on that idea with a new outpatient pavilion, a dedicated women's health center, and new primary and specialty care practices, all accessible from the palm of your hand. Becoming the region's preferred community health system brings big changes to VHC Health. But one thing that will never change is the unmatched quality of our care. For our community, for you, for life. VHCHealth.org.
The law firm Greenberg & Betterman has been here to help you for over 35 years. If you're injured in an auto accident or the victim of medical malpractice, get a free consultation by visiting gblawyers.com. That's gblawyers.com and feel better.
Time is of the essence with COVID-19. It's Big Rig. Prescription oral treatment must be taken within 5 days of symptoms. If you have a high risk factor, ask your doctor if treatment is right for you. Learn more at treatcovid19.com, sponsored by Pfizer.
The Washington Commanders on Big 100.
DC's Classic Rock.
This is Washington Commanders football.
Today's game is brought to you by Fortinet Federal, trusted cybersecurity for government everywhere you need it. Washington gets the ball for the first time in the second half, a game they trail here in Philadelphia 27-15. 12:39 to go third quarter, and they start at their own 26-yard line. Jaden Daniels hits the snap, handoff Brian Robinson right up the middle. Nolan Smith is carried from behind and drops him for just a gain of 2.
Still tough, Sleddy, trying to run the football against this Eagles defensive front. This time pulling around Brandon Coleman, trying to get that little counter game going. Trent Scott is in at right guard. They've rotated a little bit today. Empty backfield on a 2nd and 8. Jaden gets the snap. Eagles bring 4. Pressure up the middle from Jordan Davis, and he got him. He beat Nick Allegretti and tackles Jaden for a loss all the way back to the 15. He's trying to make a comeback. Pressure just broke down, especially in the interior offensive line. You mentioned Jordan Davis. No more of as a run stopper, but just does a nice job with the club move to get past Allegretti and is able to get Jaden for the takedown. So mirror images of the opening drives for each team. Washington got a sack on a 2nd down that got the Eagles behind the sticks, forced a 3 and out. Washington's got to try to convert a 3rd and 20 here now, back at their own 16-yard line. Here's the snap. Eagles bring 4. They throw it underneath Austin Eckler. Gets a block from Tyler Biotish, but not unlike the Eagles drive, it's just not going to be enough. Gets out to the 23 for a gain of 7. So dual 3 and outs, and Tressway's on the punt. Yeah, that's just your defense comes out, gets a 3 and out, but negative yardage plays, you can't have those. We can't operate 30, 20 pluses. There's not a lot of plays in the playbook to get 20 yards for a first down conversion. Cooper DeJean is deep to our left. He's standing at the Eagles' 29-yard line. Tressway on the punt here. He attempted a fake punt earlier in this game. It was converted. I don't think he's going to do it from his own 9, and he won't. That one's on its way.
DeJean to field it at the 31. Gets a little bit of space out to the 40. Tries to break the tackle. Cannot. Pulled down at the Eagles' 41-yard line. So good field position for Philadelphia as they get the ball back. 10:47 to go, third quarter at the link. 27-15 Philadelphia. This is the Washington Commanders Radio Network.
Organizations are facing more cyber attacks than ever before, but Fognigma makes future-proof cybersecurity easy. Automate the deployment of invisible cloud-based collaboration networks for your organization and its partners. Provide anonymous research, discrete communications, data transportation, remote access, and more, all protected by 3 layers of encryption and a smart firewall. Automate, collaborate, and dominate cyber operations with Fognigma. Go to fognigma.com to get started. FOGNIGMA.com.
The films, the stars, the milestones, the awards.
Here's Big Sue with the Week in Hollywood History.
January 20th, 1994. Seminal romantic comedy Four Weddings and a Funeral has its premiere at the Sundance Film Festival. It would earn nearly $250 million worldwide on a budget of under $5 million and later spawned a 2019 TV miniseries. January 22nd, 1939. Pioneering martial arts star Sonny Chiba is born in Japan. His breakthrough was in 1974's The Street Fighter, continuing to act in such films as Kill Bill Volume 1 and The Fast and the Furious Tokyo Drift into his 80s. January 23rd, 1986. The Rock and Roll Hall of Fame honors its first class of inductees, which includes legends Elvis Presley, Chuck Berry, James Brown, Ray Charles, Little Richard, Fats Domino, and Buddy Holly. January 24th, 1980. Gary Coleman becomes the first black performer to win a People's Choice Award, taking home Favorite Young TV Performer for his role as Arnold Jackson in the sitcom Different Strokes. January 26th, 1931. The epic Western Cimarron is released to theaters. It became the first Western to win the top Oscar and would be remade in 1960.
And that's the Week in Hollywood History on iHeartRadio.
You're listening to Washington Commanders football on the Commanders Radio Network. This is Washington Commanders football.
Stalemate to start the second half. Both teams go 3 and out. Eagles get the ball back at their own 41-yard line, 1st and 10. They've got a 12-point lead, 27-15. We need a break.
Need a break, but, we'd love to get a takeaway, but if we don't get a takeaway, another 3 and out would be big as well.
So the Eagles start at their own 42. A.J. Brown had a big first half, so did Saquon Barkley. He's to the right. Saquon to the right of Hurts in the gun on the 1st and 10. They're going to throw here. Washington bring in 5. Hurts tries the near sideline, wide open. A.J. Brown into Washington territory. Dips away from a tackle of Mike Sandersville. Pulled down at the 42-yard line. Easy pickings for Philadelphia on a first down.
Yeah, this is a nice job by A.J. Brown selling the goal route. And Sandersville giving some cushion. And A.J. Brown stops on a dime. And Sandersville actually stumbled. And he was fortunate to be able to get up and trip up A.J. before he was able to get a ton of yards after the catch.
Gain of 16, 1st and 10 at the Washington 42. Hurts, play action keeps. Dips it off to Dallas Goedert, pulled down from behind by Noah Igbenogany, but he's able to fall forward for an extra couple yards to the Washington 35 and a gain of 7.
It is you come out in the first half, first play of that game of this series, get the big shot downfield. Now Philadelphia feels like they can operate and run their normal offense. See some RPOs, some zone read, get Jaden on the perimeter, and let him make decisions.
Goddard's got 5 catches for 48 yards. 2nd and 3 at the 35. Snap to Hurts. He's going to throw again. Plenty of time. Lobs on a wide open Goddard at the 15. Knocked out of bounds by Marshawn Lattimore at the 10. Call it the 9-yard line. Wow. 1st and goal, Philadelphia.
Wow, this indeed. And I think this is a second man through against the zone coverage. It's an out and up against cover 3. And for Jeremy Chin, you have to see it. They do a nice job of leaking him behind Jeremy Chin, who's that curl flat defender.
1st and goal at the 9 for Philly, looking to add to a 12-point lead. 9:10 to go here, 3rd quarter. They've found their groove quickly. 3 plays inside the 10. Barkley to the left of Hurts. Here's the snap. He's going to keep, draw. Got a block from Barkley. Gets to the 5, cuts to the edge, walks into the end zone. 2nd touchdown of the game. Philadelphia extends their lead.
It's too easy. Design quarterback run. Gets Barkley serving as a lead blocker. And there's nobody to prevent Jalen Hurts from walking into the end zone.
4-play drive, 58 yards, just too easy. They walk down the field.
Too easy. Get man-to-man coverage. And this is you get a nice job lead block by Saquon Barkley, but also Cam Jurgens. He came in and got a nice block against Jeremy Chin.
Jake Elliott on for an extra point. This NFC Championship is not playing out the way we know all of you back home and us here in the booth were hoping. It's now 34-15 Philadelphia. 8:58 to go, third quarter at the Link. This is the Washington Commanders Radio Network.
The Super Bowl is right around the corner. So what's the plan? Are you going to do the same thing you do every year? Or are you going to step it up and try something even better? Get a Super Bowl experience like no other at the Verizon Super Bowl Fan Fest, coming to Northwest Stadium on February 9th. You'll get exclusive access to the stadium, where your favorite players make history. Mingle with your hosts Santana Moss, other NFL legends, the Command Force, and Major Tuddy, all while enjoying live music and crushing game day bites. Try your hand at football challenges, tailgate games, and more. Super Bowl only comes once a year. Who's ready to celebrate bigger than ever before? Don't miss Verizon Fan Fest, coming to Northwest Stadium February 9th. Tickets are limited and going fast. Don't miss out. Visit your local Verizon store or VerizonFanFest.com to find out more and request free tickets today. Must be 18 years or older to attend. Additional terms and conditions apply. See VerizonFanFest.com for details. That's VerizonFanFest.com.
Warm up your home during Regency Furniture's Winter Super Sale. Right now, take 50% off all furniture, plus an extra 20% off. And that's not all. Choose free delivery or Regency pays your sales tax. And with financing options for all credit types, we make it easy to save big and upgrade now. That's 50% off, an extra 20% off, plus your choice of free delivery or we'll pay your sales tax. Regency Furniture's Winter Super Sale. Affordable never looked so good. Regency Furniture is the #1 furniture store with name brand furniture at guaranteed low prices. It's the furniture you want for less at the lowest price every day. Need financing? Regency has you covered with our no-fuss financing. 9 out of 10 customers approved instantly, no matter your credit history. Regency has styles for the whole family. Any look, any style, for every room and every budget. Nobody, and we mean nobody, beats our prices. Regency Furniture. Affordable never looked so good.
This is Washington Commanders football.
Defensive stats are brought to you by Markson Harrison. Injured in a wreck, call Markson Harrison for a free consultation or go to marksonharrison.com. Washington's given up 291 yards of total offense with 8:58 to go in the third quarter. Eagles got 108 on the ground, 183 through the air. There's been 2 sacks by the Commanders, but no turnovers for Jalen Hurts. He just completed his second touchdown of the game, a 9-yard touchdown run. It's the second time in his career he's had multiple rushing touchdowns in a playoff game. He had 3 in Super Bowl 57, and unless Washington can erase a 19-point second-half deficit, they're going to be heading to Super Bowl 59.
Yeah, there's a lot of football still left in this ball game, but from an offensive standpoint, can't have empty possessions. Have to score on every single possession. Defensively, I don't think we can't give up any more points.
Never had more faith in a team in my life than watching this one. It's being tested right now in this one. As the ensuing kickoff from Jake Elliott, taken about 8 yards deep by Austin Eckler. He'll take a knee. So Jaden Daniels and company will start at the 30 in what feels like a must now. 8:58 to go, third quarter. Washington trails by 19.
Yeah, no, definitely a must now. Must score situation. Love to get a touchdown. Kind of to get that momentum back in that the Eagles have gained after that touchdown. Can we go back and answer this?
Rotation at right guard again. Chris Paul's in. Jaden and company moving right to left. Terry's got a touchdown in this game. He's outside the numbers to the left. Offset formation with Austin Eckler and Brian Robinson. He asks De'Ami Brown to go in motion. Does Daniels? Here's the snap to start this drive. Here's the snap. They bring 4. Daniels has to back up with pressure up the middle from Jordan Davis. Goes back. Finds De'Ami Brown. Pulled down by Darius Slay at the 42-yard line. So the drive starts with a 12-yard gain and a first down.
Jaden was going to set in that pocket as long as he can. Nice fight by Tyler Biotis against the bull rush of big Jordan Davis. He was not going to let him get to Jaden Daniels and allow him to complete that throw to De'Ami Brown.
1st and 10 at the 42. Pistol look Daniels. In motion, John Bates. Terry to the left, B-Rob's the back. They're going to go to the ground. Right up the middle. Gets the room. Slips by a defender and knocked down the 49-yard line. We'll take that one. It's a gain of 7.
Yeah, same play, that wham block where you bring John Bates in motion and let him come back and get a nice block.
Out for injury.
There is an Eagle down.
Jalen Carter, I think.
That is Jalen Carter, who's laying on his back at midfield.
Yeah, we ran that wham block where we put John Bates in motion and bring him back, and what would you call wham, hit Jordan Davis in the side. Nice block, nice run.
While the Eagles training staff attends to Jalen Carter, we're going to take a break.
Please set the play clock to 33 seconds.
8:15 to go in the quarter, and the Eagles lead 34-15. This is the Washington Commanders Radio Network.
Football season is here, and it's time to get ready. As the official ticket marketplace of the NFL, Ticketmaster's got the best way to take it to the house when it comes to being there live. They're the safest and most convenient marketplace to score 100% verified resale tickets for every Commanders game, even if your plans get broken up or worse, turned over. Ticketmaster gives you more flexibility to sell your seats. So get those touchdown celebrations ready and score your tickets today at Ticketmaster.com/Commanders.
Pepsi Zero Sugar has taken its flavor to the next level. A Zero Sugar Cola has never tasted this good, but we don't expect you to take our word for it, so we're putting it to the test, starting with me. My mouth is watering already, so I think we can skip the drum roll and get right to the main event. Cue the fireworks. We have an official best Zero Sugar ever. It's delicious, it's refreshing, and it's so good you'll need to try it for yourself. Trust me. Pepsi Zero Sugar. Zero never tasted so good. That's what I like.
Breaking news, and this one is almost unbelievable.
Yeah, it's all about new customers at Bet365 because they get $150 in bonus bets when they bet $5. And even better, bonus bets can be used on the spread, totals, and player props.
There you have it. Bet $5 to get $150 in bonus bets. And see why. It's never ordinary at Bet365. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in Virginia. Terms and conditions apply.
You've got to watch your NFL team every Sunday, and Verizon's got you covered for all your team's out-of-market games every Sunday afternoon. Come on! From kickoff to sign-off, from first downs and touchdowns
right.
to turnovers, no, and overturned plays.
After review, the pass was incomplete.
Nice! Let's go! This season, win every Sunday with Verizon. Get a great deal on NFL Sunday Ticket from YouTube and YouTube TV and a new phone. Excludes digital-only games. Terms and embargoes apply.
This is Washington Commanders football.
Jalen Carter was able to walk off under his own power. He's got his helmet on. He's standing on the sideline, but because of injury, he has to miss this play. Washington's got a 2nd and 4 at their own 48-yard line. They got work to do with 8:10 to go here. Third quarter, they trail 34-15 in their first NFC Championship appearance in over 30 years. Olamide Zaccheaus goes in motion. Ball is snapped to Daniels. Eagles bring 4. He's got time, though. Throws over the top. Got Zach Ertz at the 35-yard line, out of bounds at the 31. Big play, and the drive is on.
Big play. Love this concept. It's called flat OVS, outside vertical stretch. You get a flat route and a corner route by Zach Ertz. Beautiful throw. You get Zach Ertz one-on-one against C.J. Gardner-Johnson. Nice play call by Cliff Kingsbury.
Gain of 21. When I talked to Dan Quinn on Friday, he thought Ertz could have a big game here because of how far back those safeties play with Philadelphia. 1st and 10 at the Eagles' 31-yard line. In motion, John Bates. Here's the snap and a handoff to Brian Robinson. Finds a hole, meets Cooper. Check that, Zach Bond in the hole at around the 27. Hard hit there as a gain of 4.
Yeah, hard hit, but starting to get some movement in the run game. We got the 6-yard run, come back, get this 4-yard run right here. And if we can make yards running the football, it'll force the Eagles to come out of that 2 shell and create some one-on-one opportunities down the field for our receivers.
Clock moves under 7 minutes to go third quarter, 34-15. Here's a 2nd and 6 at the 27. Jalen Carter is back out on the field for Philadelphia. He was limping pretty hard after the last play, though. Daniel snappers over the middle, finds Olamide Zaccheaus inside the 20 at the 19-yard line. 1st and 10 Commanders, and they're in the red zone.
Yeah, it starts with the protection. This time the Eagles come with a simulated pressure, bringing Burks, the linebacker, like it's a blitz, but Jaden reads it out. Nice finding a soft spot in the zone coverage by the Eagles, by OZ.
2 wide receivers to the right. 2 to the left. Olamide Zaccheaus now goes in motion left to right, 1st and 10 at the 19. B-Rob next to Daniels. He's in the gun and he's set. Here's the snap. Eagles bring 4. He just steps up, runs away from Milton Williams, and another, and then gives himself up at around the 13-yard line. So that is a gain of 6.
Much like the touchdown run that the Eagles called for Jalen Hurts, design quarterback run. You got B-Rob serving as a lead blocker. Jaden actually does a nice job of avoiding a tackler right at the line of scrimmage and using his elusiveness to pick up 7 yards on that play.
2nd and 3. They're at the Eagles 12. Touchdown needed here, down 34 to 15 and the clock under 6 minutes to go in the third quarter. Jaden asks Bates to go in motion, right back to the left. Handoff, Robinson met in the hole by C.J. Gardner-Johnson. He was able to get to the 10-yard line. It's going to bring up 3rd and 1.
Yeah, 3rd and 1, but this is, in my mind, this is 2 run plays. You don't get it on this 3rd and 1 situation, they're going to run it again. This is 4-down territory. Even if we weren't down 19, this would be a 4-down territory scenario.
Off to the line they go. In the gun is Daniels. B-Rob to his right. 3rd and 1. Here's the snap. He's rolling out to the right. Cuts back against the green. Gets to the 5. Into the end zone. Oh, my. What a run by Jaden Daniels. Touchdown. Touchdown, Washington.
This is an absolute sensational play by Jaden Daniels. They don't run a sprint option. The Eagles do a great job of taking away the option route over pursuit. Jaden doing like he always does, using his improvisation skills, and is able to crease the inside of the Eagles defense and walk into the end zone.
This is why he's special.
For 2, guys. Going for 2.
They're going to go for 2 because they can make this an 11-point game. It's the way to go. It's 34 to 21 currently. Both teams have failed on 2-point conversions so far in this game. This is a big one with 5:01 to go here, third quarter. Jaden Daniels just did a special play. Pistol look here. 2-point conversion opportunity. Zaccheaus to the right. 3 tight ends to the left. B-Rob is the back. Here's the snap. Play action. Has to step back. In trouble. Throws it towards the back of the end zone. That's completed to Olamide Zaccheaus. It's an 11-point game as they convert.
Wow. You talk about the patience. And this is, they're so scared of Jaden Daniels being able to get outside the pocket that Nolan Smith is afraid to attack Jaden Daniels. That allows him to find OZ as he uncovers and picks up the 2-point conversion.
Game's back on. King Street Oyster Bar donating $400 for all Commanders touchdowns scored this season, benefiting Make-A-Wish Foundation, Mid-Atlantic. Thank you, King Street Oyster Bar. 5:01 to go, third quarter. Eagles 34, Washington 23. This is the Washington Commanders Radio Network.
Vacation starts with VA. One thing you'll love about your trip to Virginia is that you'll never have to settle for one thing. All that you love is all in one trip. Start yours at virginia.org.
Effective enterprise cybersecurity requires a team effort. That's why U.S. government professionals rely on Fortinet Federal's industry-leading technology and engineering expertise for advanced infrastructure and cybersecurity capabilities designed to defend against malicious actors. With a singular focus on solutions for the federal government and their mission partners, Fortinet Federal can help you simplify operations, converge infrastructure, and secure your data. Trusted cybersecurity for government everywhere you need it. See more at FortinetFederal.com. That's FortinetFederal.com.
Hi, this is Dan Quinn, head coach of the Washington Commanders and proud alumnus of Salisbury University. My journey to Washington began at Salisbury. Yes, I wore the maroon and gold before the burgundy and gold. I had a blast at Salisbury, and I encourage you to visit the campus with great athletics and academics. I know you'll find awesome professors and mentors who are invested in your future. SU is a great choice for students and families from the DMV and beyond. Learn more at salisbury.edu.
Big games deserve bigger payouts. That's why FanDuel is giving Commanders fans a same-game parlay profit boost every game during the NFL playoffs. Just visit FanDuel to get in on the action. Make every moment more with FanDuel, official partner of the Washington Commanders. 18 plus at President DC. Opt-in required. Minimum 3-leg parlay required. Bonus issued as non-withdrawable profit boost tokens. Restrictions apply, including any token expiration and max wager amount. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. Gambling problem? Call or text 1-800-GAMBLER. 1-800-426-2537.
You're listening to Washington Commanders football on the Commanders Radio Network. Washington Commanders football
for the first time since week 13. Jaden Daniels has a touchdown run on a 3rd and 1 from the Eagles 10. He was running a sprint out option, didn't like what he saw, cut back, and used all the momentum of every Eagle against them, and pulled the matrix and ran it to the end zone. A special play to get Washington back into this thing. Puncher's chance again. They're down 11, 34-23.
Defensively, you got to get stops. You cannot allow the Eagles to just walk up and down the football field against you. Got the 3 and out to start the second half.
So they're going to kick this one off. Kenneth Gainwell got injured on the last kick return, so it's fielded by Isaiah Rogers back at the 3-yard line. Gets to the 25, gets to the sideline. Popped out of bounds by Jeremy Chin at around the 30. So that's where Philadelphia is going to start. 4:58 to go third quarter. They're up by 11. Quarterback stats brought to you by IBEW Local Union 26. Jaden now 19 of 28 for 187 through the air and a touchdown pass. 6 rushes, 48 yards, and a touchdown on the ground. Jalen Hurts has had an outstanding game as well. 16 of 22, 199 through the air and a touchdown pass. 8 rushes, 15 yards, 2 touchdowns on the ground. The Washington defense is going to have to step up. They're going to have to step up now. 1st and 10. By the way, Kenneth Gainwell is now out. Head injury. 1st and 10. We're at the 31-yard line. In motion, Devontae Smith. Here's a snap to Hurts. Hand off. Saquon Barkley gets away from the arm tackle of Frankie Luvu. Not the ankle tackle of Quan Martin. Out to the 36-yard line and a gain of 5.
Man, and Luvu, he did a great job of beating the block of Steen and nearly getting a tackle for a loss in the background. But you saw the strength of Saquon Barkley able to break that tackle.
4:35 to go, clock running third quarter. 34-23 Eagles. 2nd and 5. They got the ball at their own 36. Play action. Hurts. Pockets collapsing on him, has to roll to the right. Nearly slip. Gets into the arms of Luvu. Gets out of the arms of Luvu and is able to throw that one away to salvage not being sacked. It goes over the head of Dallas Goedert.
Intentional grounding. The quarterback was out of the pocket and went beyond the line of scrimmage. It's 3rd down.
They nearly had him for what would have been a drive-ending sack there. Instead, it'll be 3rd and 5.
Yeah, that was a great ability and strength by Jalen to stay up and be able to get rid of that football, as you mentioned. Otherwise, that would have been a double-digit sack. Yardage lost.
See if we can turn the momentum of the game right here. Eagles are 4 for 8 on 3rd down. Here's a big one.
Watch shallow crossing routes in this situation by the Eagles.
3rd and 5 at the 36. 3 wide receivers to the left. Bunched together. Now Jahan Dotson moves to the outside. They're going to throw. Washington bringing pressure. Hurts throws underneath. That is Devontae Smith. He's going to get there. Stops at the 45 and is wrestled out of bounds by Marshawn Lattimore because he went for extra yardage. He took umbrage for this. He could have easily gone out of bounds. He didn't. So Lattimore said, fine, I'm going to throw you down to the ground.
But again, it's the shallow crossing routes. The Eagles, in these 3rd and 5 or less situations, going to be a shallow crossing. They kind of run traffic issues for you. You have to anticipate these types of routes.
That was a gain of 15. It's all the way out to the Washington. Check that. They're going to move it back now to the Eagles 47. Regardless, it's a gain of 11 and a conversion. 1st down, Philadelphia. Ball's on the beak of the Eagles logo here at midfield. Quick pass to Dallas Goedert to the right side. He's got room. Corralled by Jeremy Chin, but all the way down to the Washington 42-yard line. That's a gain of 11. First down.
And the Eagles already on our side of the 50-yard line. Got to get up the field on 3rd down. Can't give up easy 10-yard gains either. And all they're doing is they got Goddard out seeing if his man zone identifiers for.
1st and 10 at the 42. Hurts. Pump. Steps up away from Dorrance Armstrong. Spins around to the right. He's all the way back at his own 39-yard line. And he's going to chuck that over the head of 2 receivers, Devontae Smith and Dallas Goedert. I don't know what he was doing on that play.
Well, the play was, so they threw the quick screen out to Dallas Goedert the play before. They tried to go a screen and go, try to catch us sleeping, but we did a nice job in coverage downfield. He had nowhere to go with the football, so that's what happened. That's what he was doing on that play, Brad.
Goddard is having a huge game here. In the second meeting between Washington and Philadelphia, only 3 players caught passes for Philly. A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith, and Kenneth Gainwell only had 1 catch. Goddard was barely targeted in that game. He's had a big one here. 2nd and 10 at the Washington 42-yard line. In motion, Smith. Pitch left, Saquon Barkley. Looking for a block. Gets it from Jordan Mailata. Then he kind of loses his footing as Benjamin St. Juste was about to attack him. He gets to about the 37-yard line. So once again, here's a very big 3rd and 5.
Yeah, two players made nice plays on that. Dorrance Armstrong, by getting penetration about 5 yards into the backfield of the Eagles, forced Saquon to bubble, and also Bobby Wagner feathering that block and allowing the pursuit of his teammates to come.
Second big third down opportunity. Hurts is changing the play. 2:35 to go, third quarter. Eagles lead by 11. Washington really needs a stop. Here's the snap. Here comes Luvu running into the backfield. He busted it up and knocked out Barkley at the 40.
He is an animal, an absolute animal. You talk about timing up the blitz perfectly. Frankie Louisville times it up, and now he beats the block of Cam Jurgens. It makes a negative yardage play, and the Eagles are going to be forced to punt.
They're going to punt. They've already missed a 50-plus yard field goal. Jake Elliott is 1 for 8 from 50. He missed one earlier here, so they're going to think better of it. They're punting from the 40. That's
yeah,
a
they definitely wasn't about to try a 57, 58-yard field goal.
Not to give Jaden field position, no way. So they're going to punt here. Oh, what a huge stop as we've moved under 2 minutes to go in the third quarter. Frankie Louvu timed that thing up. Shot out of a cannon. Braden Mann to punt. He's an outstanding punter. End over end, over the head of Jamison Crowder. Lands at the 4. Does it go in the end zone?
Wow.
2 Eagles jumped at the goal line. And they're saying, did they touch the goal line or no? Because they batted it back to the 3, but they're calling touchback here. This is a huge call.
Conversation.
Huge call
between the 3 officials.
If either of those players who touched the ball touched the goal line before they touched it, it would be a touchback. If they jumped into the end zone before...
Number 22 stepped on the goal line.
Yes.
He did step on the goal line.
It is a touchback.
Yes.
He did step on the goal line.
Placed at the 20-yard line.
Call,
First
Brian.
down.
It's the right call. Washington will get the ball at the 20. 1:34 to go, third quarter, and the game is on here. Philadelphia 34, Washington 23. You're listening to Washington Commanders football.
Your flagship station for the Washington Commanders.
Big 100.
DC's classic rock.
Ready to reach your fitness goals at the most iconic gym in the world? Gold's Gym has over 20 locations in the DMV, including cutting-edge equipment and a community that's as driven as you are. Gold's Gym has everything you need to achieve your fitness and wellness goals. Join today with no enrollment and get VIP guest privileges as part of your membership. Start your journey today with a friend and an iconic brand that's been building strength for over 50 years. Join now at your local Gold's Gym or visit goldsgymdcmetro.com. Elevate your fitness.
Every 20 minutes, a child is diagnosed with a critical illness just like me. I'm Claude and I'm 8 years old. I was diagnosed with cancer, but thanks to Make-A-Wish Mid-Atlantic, my wish to visit Universal Studios in California is about to come true. You can help make more wishes come true by visiting tdforwishes.org.
There's a lot of great kids just like Clyde, so help Make-A-Wish Mid-Atlantic now at tdforwishes.org or drop by King Street Oyster Bar on game day.
Craving fresh oysters? Dive into King Street Oyster Bar. Indulge in the freshest oysters you'll ever taste, with over 10 varieties daily and the freshest seafood in town. Happy hour delights from 3 to 6:30 p.m. Sundays, brunch with mimosas and loaded Bloody Marys. Find us in Leesburg, Middleburg, Potomac, Noma, and our newest location in City Ridge. King Street Oyster Bar, where fresh meets fabulous. Dive in today.
No matter what branch you serve, military roots run deep. At American Military University, we recognize the sacrifices of service members and their loved ones. That's why we extend our military tuition savings to your family tree. Parents, spouses, legal partners, siblings, and dependents all qualify for our preferred military rate of just $250 per credit hour. American Military University. Savings for the whole family. Learn more at amu.apus.edu/military.
Hey, this is Deron Payne from the Washington Commanders. Hear every game this season right here on Big 100.
Here's the snap. The Eagles break 5. Press the issue. There's a strike. Kane Daniels, 2. The former Eagles. Zach Ertz at the 49. They convert on 3rd and 10. First down.
This situation, they don't have a guy that can cover Zach Ertz one-on-one, man-to-man. They've tried linebackers. They've tried safeties on him. He's beat all of them.
40 seconds to go in the quarter. Back to the line they go, drive alive. 1st and 10 at the 49, and Terry goes in motion left to right. Here's the snap. They're going to throw again. Pressure up the middle. Has to dump it off to Austin Eckler. Had to go to his knees.
No.
The ball's out. The ball is out. And the Eagles have it, and they have recovered their 3rd fumble of the game. Turnovers. Tyler Biotis just walked out of the ball holding the ball. The referees are now having a meeting about it. They had pointed the Eagles' way initially. The Eagles are saying they have it. We'll see what Sean Hockley says. There's 4 referees standing at the 48-yard line.
Rolling on the field is a catch and a fumble that was subsequently recovered by the defense, who was down by contact. It's a first down for Philadelphia.
Oren Burks hit Austin Eckler. The ball came out. One of the Eagles, I couldn't tell who fell on top of it. Biotis touched him. The ball's down, and Philadelphia, for the 3rd time, gets a turnover and stunted all the momentum that was building Washington's way.
Yeah, I think it might have been Zach Bond who recovered that fumble. Trying to see who forced the fumble.
Yes. It was Oren Burks, I believe. Yes.
And this hurts. Eckler, he stumbles, falls down in the midst of getting back up, trying to pick up some yards. The ball is punched out by Burks.
You're not going to win many games when your turnover margin -3. That's where they are. Philadelphia gets the ball with 22 seconds left in the 3rd quarter, right near midfield, 1st and 10. Play action, throw right, A.J. Brown into Washington territory, down the sideline, tiptoeing for extra yardage, all the way to the Washington 32, gain of 20.
And the thing about that turnover, we had the momentum in our favor. We had the Eagles defense gassed on their heels. And as you mentioned, you can't turn the football over. As we come up to the end of the 3rd quarter.
The end of the 3rd quarter.
15 minutes left to try to figure something out and erase an 11-point deficit. Philadelphia 34, Washington 23. You're listening to Washington Commanders football.
You're listening to Washington Commanders football on the Commanders Radio Network. If you have an appetite for saving money, then you should get the ROFO Rewards app from Royal Farms. Use the ROFO Rewards app to place mobile orders for pickup or delivery and earn royalty points to redeem for free stuff. And right now, new ROFO Rewards members will get a free any-size coffee for signing up. You can download the ROFO Rewards app at the Apple App Store or Google Play today. You'll find it's a very appealing app to have. Real fresh, real fast. Royal Farms.
Hi, this is Dan Quinn, head coach of the Washington Commanders and proud graduate of Salisbury University. My wife Stacy and I began our journey at Salisbury. For me, burgundy and gold started as maroon and gold. I encourage you to explore opportunities at SU. I had mentors who were invested in my future. You'll make lifelong connections and develop leadership in your field. Take it from me, with some hard work, SU will put you on a path to success. Learn more at salisbury.edu.
Hey there, Commanders fans. Are you ready to team up with the ultimate duo for your workplace? That's right. Janet King and the Washington Commanders are joining forces to keep your favorite stadium spotless and ready for action. Janet King tackles dirt and germs like champions at Northwest Stadium and your workplace. For top-notch commercial cleaning services, go to janetking.com. That's JANIKING.com. Go Commanders. Calling all Commanders fans. We have something big in common. Passion. We're all about the Commanders. And JKJ is all about protecting you. Introducing JKJ's Insurance and Risk Management Consultant. The passionate protectors of your business, employees, and personal assets. Their passion is your protection. So, join JKJ and rest easy knowing they have your back.
Washington Commanders football.
Third quarter stats brought to you by Pepsi, the official soft drink of the Washington Commanders. Total yards 339 to 311 in favor of Philadelphia. Passing yardage 224 to 222. Jaden Daniels 23 of 33, 217 through the air and a touchdown. He's got a touchdown on the ground. But the stat is turnovers, 3 for Washington, none for Philadelphia. And we start the fourth quarter with the Eagles with an 11-point lead in the ball, 1st and 10. The Washington 32-yard line. They do a little jet sweep for Dallas Goedert, who gets through a tackle and gains 9 all the way down to the 24-yard line. The Eagles have got 9 takeaways this postseason. They haven't turned it over once, and that's why they're on the precipice of the Super Bowl.
Yeah, and if you look at this ball game, that's really been the difference in this ball game. 3 turnovers. They've already got 14 points off 2 of those turnovers.
games for both tight ends. Zach Ertz, by the way, has a career playoff high in receptions in this game. Dallas Goedert's had a huge role for Philadelphia today. 2nd and 1. They're at the 23-yard line of Washington, looking to add to a 34-23 lead. Ertz gets the snap. Hand off Barkley, cuts back to the left to the 20, 15, 10, 5. He can't quite get through an ankle tackle of Jeremy Chin to save a touchdown. He'll go down at the 2 on a gain of 21.
Yeah, this was the Eagles do. They get you to come out of your gap. And that time, we lose the C gap. Cleveland Farrell and Saquon Barkley. He's going to find those gaps, man. You have to maintain discipline in your run fist. I don't know how many times I'm going to say this, but that's how you stop a guy like Saquon.
They go tush-push from the 2. Hurts gets to the 1, and no farther. It'll be 2nd and goal from there. And there's a flag now.
The offsides.
Last week, a tush-push was negated by a false start for Philadelphia. Let's see what Sean Hawkins says
Offside.
here.
Defense lined up in the neutral zone, number 93. The penalty's half the distance to the goal. Replay first down.
So that's going to give him 1st and goal at the 1 and probably tush-push again.
Yeah. I mean, for John Allen and the defensive line in particular, you're just trying to crowd the football as much as possible, as much as they'll allow you to, because you know what to expect.
Brotherly shove time to our left. Oh, he almost dropped the snap. He fumbled the snap. Oh, I think he got it back. I'm not sure.
No.
Get it. They got it. Did they get it?
That's a fumble.
He fumbled the snap.
Challenge this.
I don't know who recovered it, but he fumbled the snap and fell backwards
This
to
is
the
worth
2.
a challenge.
Oh, he had it on the ground.
He's down. He's down.
Yeah, he mishandled the snap, got hit. That would have been the miracle of all miracles, so it backs them up to the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Feels like a do-over. And they're going to do it again, lining up. Tush-push. And we're going to be offside again as Frankie Luvu tried to time it and dived over the pile. And he's going to get the boos because all week they've been calling him a dirty player because of the block on Jared Goff, which was ridiculous during the pick 6. But they've been calling him that here this week.
We could care less what they call him. Frankie Luvu just plays the game the way it should be played. Extremely hard.
Encroachment, defense number 4. The penalty's half the distance to the goal. It's still 2nd down.
Yeah, he tried to time it and he jumped over the pile and he just came a little too early.
Yeah, I mean, what's he supposed to do? Stop in midair? I don't know how you stop in midair. I mean, he plays like a superhero, but he's not actually a superhero.
Honestly, if Jaden Daniels did stop in midair, I'd believe it. 34-23. Eagles looking to add to it. Clock's running here. Clock is the enemy as well. 12:50 to go. 4th quarter. Hurts is under center. And there goes Luvu again, jumping over the pile. And now the Eagles are not happy about it. So they're going to get another offside on Luvu, who tried to time it up and mistimed it again.
Yeah. Hey, do what you do. There you go. Get
encroachment, defense number 4. Washington has been warned that if that foul is intentionally done again, there will be an unsportsmanlike conduct foul. For now, it's half the distance to the goal, and it's still 2nd down.
It's not intentional. They're trying to stop the play.
Yeah.
It's not intentional. They're trying to stop the play.
Jalen Hurts is tired of getting hit in the face. He backs up out of there when he sees Frankie jumping over the pile.
Luvu is 6 yards deep. He's ready to make his run on a tush-push from the half-yard line. Here he comes. Now he stops, pump fakes. There would have been another offside on the right side of the line. Hurts is taking his time.
Jeez.
More flags.
Offsides. So what happens now? See, what Luvu? So is encroachment different than offsides?
So there was a jump on the right side of the line. Bobby Wagner is going, I don't even know what the Eagles were doing, waiting that long to snap the ball.
They're just trying to draw a ball.
Why?
Encroachment, defense number 93. Washington has been advised that at some point the referee can award a score if this type of behavior happens again. For now, it's a replay of 2nd down.
I've been around the game a long time. This is the first time I've ever heard that. Ever.
Awarded a score. Here's the thing, though. They were waiting to snap that ball. They were hard counting a tush-push. What do you want them to do? They're supposed to try to stop the play. What do you want them to do?
I never heard of that.
That is crazy.
Learn something new every day.
Award them a score. What are we, in third grade? This is ridiculous. All right, so it's 2nd and goal to 1. Push again. Just snap it, Jalen. There he goes. They push him over the goal line. Touchdown, Philadelphia. That was infuriating.
Yeah, it was infuriating, but I mean, it's another touchdown, but it's really about the turnover. Turnover by Austin Eckler, and you can't fault him. He's trying to get up and make a play. You're moving the football down the field against the Eagles, and in an 11-point game, and you have another takeaway, and the Eagles have already 20 points and potentially 21 could be the result of this extra point off the 3 turnovers.
Jake Elliott's on. It's 40-23. He's looking to tack on an extra point. They got 371 yards of offense, but the key circled stat will be 3 turnovers, 3 fumbles. De'Ami Brown, Austin Eckler, Jeremy McNichols on a kickoff. That was a killer, too, at the end of the first half. Jake Elliott is on. Here's the extra point. It is on its way, and it is good. 12:24 to go here from the lake. Philadelphia's extended its lead to 41-23. This is the Washington Commanders Radio Network.
You're listening to Washington Commanders football on the Commanders Radio Network.
Ready to transform your home, but worried about your credit? Regency Furniture has you covered with our no-fuss financing.
Scene and go for the endless screens. Go to the gallery. Go to Fanatic Sportsbook and go for the win at Ocean Casino Resort. For more information, visit theoceanac.com. Must be 21 or older to wager or consume alcohol. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Station. If you're hearing
Winter
this
savings are heating up at BMW of Atlantic City. With an incredible selection and dropping interest rates, there's never been a better time to buy. Plus, qualified buyers pay nothing for 90 days with approved credit. Their expert team is ready to help you find your perfect BMW with personalized service that puts you first. Visit BMWAtlanticCity.com or stop by today. BMW of Atlantic City, your trusted destination for exceptional BMW savings this season. No payments for 90 days requires approved credit. See dealer for complete details.
Score a touchdown when you bank with Jersey Shore Federal Credit Union. Catch lower rates on loans and higher rates on savings. You'll cheer when you don't have to pay a penny to get your own money since they offer 85,000 surcharge-free ATMs. Get the details or open an account online with just a $25 minimum deposit at JerseyShoreFCU.org or swing to a branch in Northfield, Galloway, Hamilton, or Rio Grande. Federally insured by NCUA Equal Housing Lender.
Over 40 years ago, John Jenkins Sr. invented the heated bench for football players. Today, Jenkins Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning brings that same innovation and reliability to your home or business. Need plumbing repairs or a new gas furnace, boiler, or water heater? Ask about utility loans up to $25,000 at 0% for 7 years and rebates up to $29.50. Call 609-641-6440
If you're
or
hearing
visit
this message,
JenkinsandSons.com.
Stop in and take advantage of game-changing savings all month long at Boardwalk Honda.
Tucker is down on the sidelines. Draw up a winning play with Grainger, offering supplies and solutions for every industry. Grainger will help your business cross the goal line. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. So the lead is now 18 for Philadelphia. 12:24 remaining in the fourth quarter. Eagles to kick it off from right to left. Jake Elliott gets all of it. It bounces 9 yards deep in the end zone and rolls through the back. So coming out to the 30-yard line. Washington, just a number of self-inflicted wounds that cost them over the course of this day. 3 turnovers. Any turnover in the postseason is going to feel critical, but each one of them came at a very critical time with either Washington driving down the field or a special teams play or a potential shift in momentum. Daniels takes over, 1st and 10 at the Washington 30. Daniels in the pocket, flushed, backs it up, and zips one over the head of everybody to the near sideline, out of bounds. Pressure there from Milton Williams up front.
We mentioned earlier in the year, had 5 turnovers against this Eagles team, came back and beat them 36-33. So there's got to still be a little bit of hope over there. I know there's only 12 minutes to go in the game, but hey, we've been here before. We've done this before. We believe in our guys. Not going to be easy. And the other team knows you're going to be throwing the football every single snap.
There is no intentional grounding. There was a receiver outside the numbers. The ball went over his head. It's second down.
And Kurt, this turned out to be so much more than a rebuild for Washington. This became a complete revival for the franchise. It had been dormant for so long, and Jaden Daniels, a big reason why. The head coach, Dan Quinn, the general manager, Adam Peters, the other players on this team, tremendous chemistry. But they're in a deep hole right now. 41-23. Daniels steps up. Daniels throws to the right, and it's incomplete in the direction of Zach Ertz. He was dealing with a whole lot of pressure just outside the pocket.
Now, Jalen Carter, one quick there. He was right on top of Jaden Daniels. Just a great club move from Biadasz, forcing that throwaway. But you talk about it. Rebuild, it's amazing when you have that guy at quarterback. The kind of hope and belief it gives you. Got some good players on this football team, but never really had that position to believe in.
Two receivers to the right, one to the left. Daniels in the pocket. He fires it to the near side. Catch made at the 34, but spun down right away. Jamison Crowder could not break away from DeJean. It's a 4-yard gain, and now it's fourth down for Washington.
You know, yeah, you have to start looking at possessions. All right, you're down 18 points, so you're down 3 possessions. 12 minutes to go. Don't really want to go for it on fourth down from this position, but you just ask yourself, with the team on the other side, how many more possessions are we going to get?
So they are going to go for it. They are 3 of 3 on fourth down conversions here today, but this is a 4th and 6. Snap. Daniels, he fires it to the near side. Terrific hands, and the catch made by Ertz. Good for 8 yards, a little slow getting up, and that is good enough for a first down.
It's the exact same play they hit earlier on fourth down. Really surprised that DeJean gave him that much room. Blankenship gave him that much room to go catch the football. 9th catch for Ertz. Another throw by Daniels. That one over the middle, but offline. Jamison Crowder, he tried to grab it with his right arm, but he had already committed, and he was leaning the other way. Incomplete. Yeah, deep crosser, just a miss by Jaden Daniels. Good read. Just left it back inside, put a little bit of heat on it. Be a real tough catch for Crowder right there.
Stop the clock. 11:01 to play in the fourth. 41-23. Philadelphia trying to advance to the Super Bowl. It's a handoff. Eckler stood up and dropped behind the line of scrimmage by Bond. They're going to mark him down in between the 40 and 41. Jalix Hunt and Zach Bond combining.
Trying to catch him off guard, thinking that we got to throw the football. Let's sneak a run in here. Nothing doing with the big fellas up front.
So this is a 3rd and long now for Washington at the 40-yard line. Shotgun snap. Daniels in the pocket. Step. He fires. Pumped up in the air. Nearly intercepted. He was trying to hit De'Ami Brown. Darius Slay was there defensively. Incomplete. And it's fourth down once again. 4th and long.
Trying to hit the curl there to McCaffrey, and he was just a little late getting it there. You've got to get that ball out before he breaks. Darius Slay does a nice job breaking on it, knocking it up in the air, and almost being able to snag it before it hit the ground.
10:24 to go. Washington down big. They face a 4th and long. Daniels out of the pocket to his right. Daniels is sacked. Nolan Smith gets home. Philadelphia takes over. A loss of 9, suffocating Eagles defense. Getting it done.
Nolan Smith has great speed, as good and as fast as Jaden Daniels is. Unless you've got a running start, you are not going to outrun that man. Coming all the way from the backside, using his speed to get around the tackle. And then it's just a 40-yard dash to number 5.
Right now, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is Westwood One, your home for the NFL playoffs and Super Bowl 59.
home of the sports fan with Mike Gill, 97.3 ESPN.
That sounds great, guys.
WENJ HD, Millville, Atlantic City.
Well, this place has been electric. Philadelphia fans fully engaged from the moment we kicked it off. With a pop pass to Devontae Smith, cutting to the left side. He was in motion across the formation and picks up 6 yards on the play, leaning forward.
We knew coming into the season that the Eagles probably had the best roster on paper. Now it was just putting it all together. There were some moments during the season where it didn't go great, but once they hit their run, 4 or 5 games into the season, they have been as good as anybody in football, and it really starts with the fact that they win at the line of scrimmage on both sides of the ball. If you can't beat them up there, you have little chance to defeat this football team.
2nd and 4. Toss it. Saquon Barkley, he has nowhere to go. He's dropped at the 25-yard line by Holmes. It's a loss of 1. Let's go downstairs, check in with Ross Tucker.
Just wanted to piggyback off of what Kurt was saying. I talked to multiple personnel people throughout the league this week, and depending on who I talked to, they said between 3 to 5 commanders would start for the Eagles, which makes what Washington has done getting here all the more impressive. One of those, however, was the quarterback, Jaden Daniels, and Jalen Hurts has kind of minimized that gap in this game.
Yeah, Hurts has played really well. Philadelphia currently in control of 41-23. 3rd and 4. Hurts, deep pass, right side, incomplete. Dallas Goedert wants the flag. He's going to get one in a matchup with a safety chin. Penalty marker in the end zone. Chin got turned around.
Defense number 11. The ball will be placed at the 1-yard line. First down.
So PI, Jeremy Chin, ball is going to be placed at the 1. Barkley has 2 rushing touchdowns. Hurts has 3. They changed it from pass interference to a hold. So they're going to put the ball at the 8. Whole different set of circumstances. Still first and goal, but no tush-push.
Sure they don't want to try it from here? Might get a few penalties, put them right back in where they were before.
First and goal from the 8. 2 tight ends in this formation. It's Goddard running to the right, and he's spun down just inside the 5. 3-yard pickup. Tackle made by Davis and Wagner. Our score here at Lincoln Financial Field, 41-23 Eagles. You're listening to the NFC Championship Game presented by Intuit TurboTax. So the ball now at the 4-yard line. Just using clock. We're down to 8:15 to go. Break the huddle. Hurts will set up shotgun formation. Calcaterra motion man back to the near side. He's got Barkley to his left. Handoff. Barkley stutter step. Running to the right. Barkley will take it in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. They are lighting up the link. And the Eagles running away from the Commanders. Saquon Barkley, 3rd touchdown of the day, and Philadelphia can taste it.
So tough with that combination of power and speed. You load up in the box to stop him from being able to break through the tackles. And once he bounces it to the outside, tremendous speed. Hard to stop him to the pylon.
Extra point, Jake Elliott. He's been a busy man because Philadelphia just keeps scoring touchdowns. They have put 48 points on the board. Kick is good. And they lead this one 48-23 over Washington. You're listening to the NFC Championship Game on Westwood One.
Stirring fiber, exercising, frequent trips to the store for more laxatives and fiber. Sounds like your constipation with belly pain is a lot to manage. But if your symptoms that keep coming back are signs of irritable bowel syndrome with constipation or IBS-C, ask your doctor how Linzess can help you get ahead of it. Linzess linaclotide is a prescription medicine that treats IBS-C in adults. It's not a laxative. It's a once-daily pill that helps you get ahead of your symptoms. It's proven to help you have more frequent and complete bowel movements and helps relieve overall abdominal symptoms, belly pain, discomfort, and bloating. These symptoms were studied in combination, not individually. Do not give Linzess to children less than 2. It may harm them. Do not take Linzess if you have a bowel blockage. Get immediate help if you develop unusual or severe stomach pain, especially with bloody or black stools. The most common side effect is diarrhea, sometimes severe. If it's severe, stop taking Linzess and call your doctor right away. Other side effects include gas, stomach area pain, and swelling. Learn more at linzess.com or call 1-800-LANZESS.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance specialist for university housing, he knows college students can major in wear and tear. Plus, housing so many students doesn't leave a lot of room to house all the supplies he needs. That's where Grainger comes in. With over 1 million industrial-grade products and fast, dependable delivery, Grainger carries the quality products he needs so he doesn't have to. From a new door hinge to a whole new faucet. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Welcome back to Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, along with Kurt Warner and Ross Tucker. I'm Ian Eagle, and together with Navy Federal Credit Union, we'd like to thank you for joining us for today's broadcast of the NFC Championship Game on Westwood One. Also want to give an extra special shout-out to the over 1 million men and women in uniform stationed around the world in military bases and ships at sea defending our nation. Navy Federal Credit Union proudly serves the armed forces, the DoD, veterans, and breaks this game wide open. They lead by 25 points with 7:58 to go.
Hard to believe we had a 14-12 game at one point in time. 2 minutes to go in the first half, and then everything fell apart for the Commanders.
Feel like their greatest fears came to the forefront. Could they stop Saquon Barkley? Hurts on the ground. This impressive offensive line, although it was not the normal alignment for most of the game, it's still been highly effective for Philly. Jake Elliott pops it in the air. Return man is Eckler. He's responsible for one of the turnovers. Takes it across the 30-yard line, and he is dropped just inside the left numbers at the 34.
Yeah, you almost felt like Washington had to play the perfect game coming in, on the road once again against a team that really, again, on paper, and again, what paper means, but on paper, more talented team, better team in certain areas of the field, that they were going to have to play the perfect game. And obviously, they have not come anywhere close to playing the perfect game. But at the same time, no matter how this finishes, we give love to Dan Quinn and the Commanders organization and how they turn this around. And with that young man at quarterback, they got a chance for a long run.
Quick throw to McLaurin on the slant. Down at the 43-yard line. And this team could be good for the next 10 years, Kurt. You got the quarterback position locked down.
Right. Now it's just building around him, right? Some of those areas that you need to improve up front.
Daniels throws it to the far side. Another catch there for Ertz. He's had a monster day. That one covers 3 yards. Good enough for a first down across the 45-yard line. Out at the 46.
Got a few more pieces at the skill positions. And I agree. I think this team, with that guy at quarterback that can do all the things that he can do, are going to be around for a while.
We're going to hit the 7-minute mark of this fourth quarter. There was a jump from the Philadelphia defensive front, a throw to the left sideline, another catch for Ertz, and he's tackled at the 49. Penalty marker on the play, 5-yard pickup, flag is down.
Defense number 94. It's a 5-yard penalty. Replay first down.
You can stream Championship Sunday on Westwood One for free, sponsored by Pfizer. Hey, football fans, ready for RSV season? Check eligibility and schedule an RSV vaccine at vaxassist.com. No idea who number 94 is, because I don't think he exists. Smacked down at the line of scrimmage by Milton Williams. Incomplete. Stops the clock, 6:52 remaining in this fourth quarter.
And to think this Washington team had the number 2 pick in the draft last year. And to turn around and be in the NFC Championship game. Unbelievable turnaround for them.
Second down and 5 at the 49. Daniels in the pocket. He tosses it to the left side. Catch is made by Zacchaeus. And he angles out of bounds. 6 yards. That'll move the chains for the Commanders.
Well, then we flip it to the other side, and I think to a year ago with the Eagles, who started fast, 10-1, and then fell apart down the stretch and got beat in their first playoff game. Primarily the same players. It's amazing what a difference a year can make.
Deep drop. Daniels steps up. Daniels out of the pocket to his left. And he flips it out of bounds along that left side. Pressure from Williams. And Kurt, the carryover early into this season. A lot of those feelings from the end of last year, they were a part of what was happening early with Philly. And people were asking, what's wrong? Can they fix it? I guess the answer is yes. It was fixable.
Figured out a way, and you give them credit. You know, there were some questions in the offseason about Sirianni and Jalen Hurts and what the relationship was, and they've just kind of found a way to figure those things out. Questions about their coach and calling certain plays and going for it on fourth down and all that stuff, and they've seemed to weather those storms.
A blast from Eckler running the left side along the hash marks for a gain of 4. Saquon Barkley obviously played a very large role in changing the perception of this team and also just changing the dynamic on offense.
Amazing what great players can do.
Line of scrimmage is at 39. We are under 6 minutes to play. Philadelphia in front, big, 48-23. Washington driving, shotgun snap in the pocket. Daniels throws on the move and hits his man. It's Ertz who hurdles across the 30-yard line. That pass to the right side, and another Washington first down. Ertz, the numbers excellent, over 100 yards receiving. But we do have an injured Commander on the play. At the 40-yard line. It's an offensive lineman for Washington, and it's Biadasz. Got a break in the action. 5:46 to go in the fourth. Philadelphia 48, Washington 23. You're listening to the NFC Championship Game on Westwood One.
That's the sound of your money going further. Because with new McValue at McDonald's, you always get more than you expect. Buy a sausage burrito and add a sausage McMuffin for just $1. Your crew needs fuel before practice? The $5 meal deal is always on time. Late night turn to all night? Get a double cheeseburger and add a McChicken for, just $1. Your money is having a time. New McValue at McDonald's. Get more than you expect. Prices and participation may vary. Valid per item of equal or lesser value.
In addition to Biadasz, who did get up and walk off on his own, Darius Slay was banged up on the play. Slay was grabbing his midsection, and he is now on the Philadelphia sideline as they treat him. 5:46 to go here in the fourth. First down at the 29 of Philadelphia. Daniels 28 of 45, 255 yards, and a touchdown. Daniels will throw it to the left side, nobody home. He skied it over the head of not only the Washington receivers, but the Philadelphia defensive backs. Incomplete. The other addition for Philly, Vic Fangio, the defensive coordinator, came in and took a group last year that maybe did not live up to all the promise and billing and turned them into a number one defense.
He's done a tremendous job. Obviously a veteran of this league. Has turned around a lot of defenses, but has done a great job.
Shotgun, Daniels throws to the right side. A lot of traffic. Eckler makes the catch, but no gain on the play. Oren Burks, who has done outstanding work stepping in for Dean. Done for the season with a torn patellar tendon in the Green Bay wildcard game. And back-to-back weeks, Burks has looked the part. Third down and 10 at the 29. Eckler in the backfield. We're down to 5 minutes to go. Shotgun, Daniels in the pocket. Skies one high in the air. Left side, knocked around. And it was grabbed by Mitchell for the pick. In a battle with McLaurin, the rookie wins it. Another Washington turnover. Outstanding play by Quinyon Mitchell. That's 4 turnovers on the day for the Commanders.
It was a great play by the rookie. Kind of cap off a great rookie year. He goes up, gets both hands on it, but the ball comes up in the air. He concentrates on it. McLaurin goes flying by and able to snag the football before it touches the turf. Tremendous play by Mitchell.
First round pick out of Toledo. They saw something in him, 22nd overall. Credit given to Howie Roseman and the scouting staff with Philadelphia. They keep finding players year in, year out. They add to what is already a talented existing group. Philadelphia takes over, 4:51 to play. Saquon Barkley, 118 yards on the ground and 3 touchdowns. Hurts, 246 through the air. Handoff going up the middle, a spin move by Will Shipley, doing a Saquon Barkley impression as he busts through to the 36-yard line for a gain of 16. Temperature has dropped, and the only thing that has not happened on this Westwood One broadcast, Kurt has not broken out the silver bullet puffer that he wore pregame on television.
Yeah, I had it on for 6 hours today.
You were sweating.
And although I live in Arizona, I don't feel like it's all that cold right here.
No.
Now, you've had a puffy coat on all day.
I think I was just telepathically.
We got to toughen you up a little bit. I mean,
trying to get you to put yours on.
I'm feeling pretty good right now. But you talked about the big addition of Saquon Barkley, and I'm always a believer that the best players in your league should get the opportunity to be in a Super Bowl. So one exciting thing for this Philadelphia Eagles team, a number of these guys have been there before, but it's going to be cool to see Saquon Barkley after a tremendous year have the opportunity.
Shipley, it's a foot race, and Shipley caught from behind. Will Shipley nearly goes the distance. He's brought down by St. Juice after a 58-yard rip.
Sorry, Ian, I walked all over your call right there because I did not expect that to happen in this situation, so I apologize for that one.
He is down at the 7-yard line, and guess who was the one cheering the loudest? Saquon Barkley.
And these are cool moments for players. Right? There's a handful of players that have worked hard all year and been on scout team all year and don't get many touches or many opportunities. So you love to get into games like this when all of those guys can get in and have opportunities to break big plays and memorable plays for them.
Timeout called. The ball spotted at the 7. Along with Kurt Warner and Ross Tucker, Ian Eagle here on Westwood One. You're listening to the NFC Championship Game presented by Intuit TurboTax.
Now we're probably going to have people out there going, was it really Saquon Barkley, or could anybody have gone for 2,000 yards behind this offensive line?
Let me check Twitter. Hold on.
But I will say, it's a great way to give love to this offensive line. This offensive line has been incredible all year long, even with some of the injuries they've had and different pieces in there tonight. Another dominating performance in the run game, but this offensive line has been incredible, and they deserve to get some love also. We give it a lot to the shiny parts around it, but this offensive line, Ross, you know it, they deserve their love.
Kenny Pickett in there. He hands it to Shipley, trying to squeeze through, and he carries it to the 6. He picks up 2 yards on the play. Tackle made by Johnny Newton. We are under 4 minutes to go. When a team comes together like this with Philadelphia, so many of the pieces from previous years and then the additions both on the field and in the coach's room. Check in with Ross Tucker. Ross?
Well, I just heard Kurt talking about the offensive line. they might go in for another one here. I think that they can make a claim for being the most physically gifted offensive line I've ever seen.
Snap it, pick it, hand it off. Shipley spun down. Washington does not want to give up that touchdown. Flag thrown on the play at the 8. Frankie Luvu makes the stop.
He's just guessing now, isn't he? Just trying to make some kind of a play.
Defense number 4. The penalty's half the distance to the goal. Replay second down.
And finish that thought, Ross, on the offensive line.
Well, Ian, as you know, I played for 5 teams, right? So I've been around a lot of big guys. The Eagles, left to right, are absolutely enormous. I mean, if you've ever seen Mailata 6'8", 370, Landon Dickerson 6'6", 360, the right guard Becton 6'7.5", 365, Lane Johnson 6'6", 335. I mean, there's a reason why Kurt Warner is talking about him when all he wants to talk about is quarterbacks, passing touchdowns. If Kurt Warner's talking about you as an offensive line, you're good.
I love the offensive line, Ross.
Second down and goal from the 3. Shipley driving, keeps the legs turning, and he takes it in for the touchdown. Strength from Philadelphia throughout the day. Celebration is on. Saquon Barkley charges onto the field to give Shipley a hug and escort him back to the Eagles bench area. He's got the football. He's not giving it up. It's a playoff touchdown for Will Shipley, the rookie from Clemson. And an extra point will give Philly a double nickel. They lead it 54-23.
The last time we had a 50-burger put up in a championship game.
It is highlight after highlight after highlight for Philadelphia. Still 3:03 on the clock. Extra point is straight through. Got a break in the action. There's been a whole lot of action for Philly. 3:03 remaining. 55-23. Eagles. You're listening to the NFC Championship Game on Westwood One.
Whether you're ordering wings for the game, whipping up a 7-layer dip, or ordering pizza, there's something about football that makes you want to eat. And this football season, Uber Eats has the best deals on game day food. No matter what you're craving, from 2-for-1 pizza to buy one, get one wings, Uber Eats will be dropping new deals each week, all season long. Uber Eats, official on-demand delivery partner of the NFL. Order now. Terms and conditions apply. See app for details.
Join Kurt and Brenda Warner in supporting Treasure House, a welcoming, vibrant community where young adults with intellectual disabilities can pursue their independence. Go to treasurehouse.org for more information or to donate right now.
Yeah, we appreciate all that love for Treasure House. Barbara saw what they've done for us all year long. If you understand those in the IDD, intellectual developmental disability community, check out treasurehouse.org. We're doing some really cool stuff.
You and Brenda and your family have done amazing work. End-over-end kick. He had 1 foot in the end zone, 1 foot outside of it as he took the knee. And the officials are going to come together here. Washington thought they had a touchback out to the 30, but did that ball end up in the landing zone?
The runner caught the ball and took a knee with the ball at the goal line. It is a touchback. It's first down.
All right, Sean. Going to get you a
almost felt like he was laughing a little bit like, we're not really sure, but we're not going to put it on the 1-inch line. Let's just put it up there and call it a touchback.
And Marcus Mariota is now in for Washington for the final 3 minutes. Philadelphia just took control of this game. You could feel it building in the second quarter late, and then the carryover into the third as Austin Eckler drives it up the middle. Nick Sirianni got a Gatorade bath during that last score from behind. Didn't expect it. Orange was the flavor of choice, although it feels cold no matter what color the Gatorade is.
I feel like it should have been green.
Yeah.
What are they doing now?
Now you're thinking. You're on top of it.
What are they thinking over there?
The marketing possibilities. Second down and 7 now from the 33-yard line with 2:24 left. Mariota, handoff. Another give to Eckler. He picks up 3 yards. So for the Commanders, it's going to be a disappointing end to an extraordinary season. Their magic carpet ride is finished in Philly.
Yeah, always tough to end like this, but you really hope that they take a step back and can truly celebrate what they did this year. I think a lot of people felt like they were, at least a year ahead of time in terms of what they accomplished in the playoffs and being here in the championship game. But yeah, you hope that they can step back. Disappointment of the loss, but step back and go, hey, incredible year, and now we just build off of this.
We have hit the 2-minute warning in Philadelphia. 55-23 Eagles in front big. You're listening to the NFC Championship Game on Westwood One.
Hey, AI, how many touchdowns did the Eagles score in the 2023 season?
The Eagles scored 49 touchdowns in the 2023 season.
Hey, AI, I had a fall recently. I need to recover. Please help me walk again.
I'm sorry, but that is beyond my capabilities.
Hey, AI, my parents are getting older and I can't care for them by myself. Can you help me care for them?
I'm sorry, that is beyond my capabilities. AI will never replace care, but here's what I found for the best care near you.
Autumn Lake Healthcare Centers, trusted leaders in skilled nursing rehabilitation and senior care, and proud partners of the Philadelphia Eagles.
Winter savings are heating up at Boardwalk Honda. With over 200 new vehicles in stock and dropping interest rates, there's never been a better time to buy. Plus, qualified buyers pay nothing for 90 days with approved credit. Our expert team is ready to help you find your perfect Honda with personalized service that puts you first. Visit BoardwalkHonda.com or stop by today. Hurry, these deals won't last. Boardwalk Honda, your trusted destination for exceptional Honda savings this season. No payments for 90 days requires approved credit. See dealer for complete details.
Why would someone looking for a mortgage at the Jersey Shore take a loan from a company in Detroit or North Carolina or some other far-off place? Online mortgages promise a lot but don't always deliver. First Bank of Sea Isle City knows the Jersey Shore. We are local lenders. We use local appraisers and provide in-house processing. We understand the unique obstacles of financing in Cape May County. Don't take a chance. Local banking is better. Let us guide you. First Bank of Sea Isle City.
Member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
It's Philadelphia Flyers hockey tomorrow night on 97.3 ESPN and the 97.3 ESPN free mobile app. Listen as Tim Saunders and Todd Fedoruk bring you all the exciting play-by-play action.
They score! Konechny on the one-timer, and TK makes no mistake, the power play goal.
It's Flyers Devils tomorrow night. Coverage begins at 7 p.m. It's Flyers hockey all season long on South Jersey's radio home for Philadelphia Flyers hockey, 97.3 ESPN.
Experience luxury and take advantage of exceptional savings at BMW of Atlantic City.
Put it in there on a 3rd down and 4. Handoff goes up the middle, and Austin Eckler is stopped for no gain. Tackle made by Nicholas Morrow, who was brought up from the practice squad last week, back-to-back weeks. 1:38 to go. And Washington going for it on 4th down. Jeffrey Lurie, owner of the Eagles, now on the sideline, exchanging handshakes, dapping up players, coaches, staff members. The Eagles have gotten used to winning. They've done a whole lot of it. 4th down and 3 for Mariota. It's another running play, and they're not going to get there. Eckler is stopped. Philadelphia can get into victory formation as they put an end to Washington's drive with a 4th down stop on the ground.
Well, the last time I was asking the question, last time a championship game went to 50, it was the Chiefs in 2020 beating the Texans after falling down, I think, 24-0 in that game. But we just kind of lead into our second game that's coming. Everybody believes it's going to be a heavyweight battle between Josh Allen, Patrick Mahomes, the Bills, and the Chiefs. Coming up shortly. See who comes to the other side of the Eagles for Super Bowl 59.
Philadelphia's made a statement. They take care of business in a big way at home with 1:14 to go. Divisional foe, so you felt Washington wouldn't be intimidated by the idea of having to come in here. Take a knee. Kenny Pickett. 1:10 on the clock. High fives all around for Eagles fans. Some of them not wearing a shirt. That's their choice. Under a minute to play now. Philadelphia will move to 15-1 in its last 16 games. They end the home schedule with 9 consecutive victories here at Lincoln Financial Field. They line up. Pickett takes a knee. And that's it. The Philadelphia Eagles are going to the Super Bowl. A dominant performance in the NFC Championship Game. The Eagles are headed to New Orleans. 55-23. Record-setting effort for Nick Sirianni's squad. Jalen Hurts, Saquon Barkley, and the rest of the Eagles get it done. They have advanced to their 5th Super Bowl and 2nd in the last 3 seasons. The number 2 seed is headed to the Big Easy. They will represent the NFC, and now it's a question of who will they play.
And they're going to be a formidable foe for either team that comes out of the AFC. 2 really good teams, 2 really good quarterbacks over there. But as we saw tonight, this is a complete football team with the Philadelphia Eagles, can beat you